have that dedication essay.
I guess I wasn't talking about buffering, to tell you the truth.
You're not talking about buffering.
All right, we are recording.
Okay. Should I eat while we record? That's kind of rude, right?
Do what you do. These motherfuckers, my fans don't give a shit. My fans are like, they understand they're not listening to Joe Rogan.
This is gonna be.
But I do.
Let me have a smoke first. Then I'll have a good bagel.
You can't hear it, but I do.
And then I'll have a bacon Gouda.
You can't feel it, but I do.
And then I've got 3 different types of sips. I got lots of sips.
I do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode, 60? Wow. 60. So you, ladies and gentlemen, this is Conservative. Episode 60, my name is Peter Feliciano. And thank you very much, Jake, for coming back on the show.
Very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Today is the 3rd time you are on the show. Are you going to be cold if I roll down the windows that way?
No, very good. Very good.
But I do. I'll warm you with the sweet sounds of, who's that bitch? Lisa Loeb.
I heard she's really nice.
She probably is.
I heard she's cool.
She's fuckable.
Like, really
she's
cool.
She's definitely pretty cute.
I heard she's, like, cool. Like,
she's not like Natalie Imbruglia vibe, but...
she's, like, not like, I'm Lisa Loeb and fuck you. Like, she's like real, dude. Like, she remembers what it's like playing the coffee shops and doing the deal and having to suck that dick and all that shit, dude.
What are you talking about?
She remembers where she came from, bro.
Who even... You don't know the fucking... Neither do... Oh, I'm sorry. You don't know, nor neither do I, nor do I the ins and outs of Lisa Loeb, although we both would like to. Would you? Would you fuck Lisa Loeb?
Probably not.
Why not?
Oh, why would I?
What do you mean, why would I? She's cute.
Is she? I mean,
listen, in that 90s, you would have to. It was like, okay.
But in the 90s, I mean...
Like Pamela Anderson, you wouldn't now, maybe, but like... For nostalgia's sake, I would absolutely. You would have to.
You have to take one for the team.
You have to take one for the team. Just be like, my dick smells like Lisa Loeb's vagina right now.
Maybe. I don't know. Lisa Loeb, I don't know. I think I'd rather, buy her a latte and see what her friend's up to. You know what I mean?
Do you think you could?
I'd be like, Lisa Loeb.
This is
Lisa
getting
Loeb,
very intricate.
Lisa Loeb.
Speaking of intricate,
play matchmaker
in a two-door coupe is driving
I do not know how to
Denny's parking lot.
Turn around. I only go 30 degrees left, 30 degrees right, and then I can reverse. That is the only way that this car goes. This is not set up for a very high.
Ladies and gentlemen, support this podcast at patreon.com/conservative. Follow me on Instagram at Peter_Feliciano. Like this video or wherever you're listening to it. Subscribe and share this with your less offendable friends.
Dude, these wides be hitting, though.
Dude, I do like them.
I forgot all about the wides. I used to smoke wides when I was a crustacean.
Yeah, oh, yeah. By the way, everybody, I did quit smoking and then started up 2 nights ago. So,
give him a hand.
Week and a half.
We all know the struggle.
But no one's tripping out, actually. Only, like, one coworker was like, but you said... and I'm like, I know.
If you quit for, like, 6 months and then you start again, I'd be kind of upset because it's like, bro, you were already there.
Would you smack my ear like you were Mr. Gower?
Box your ears like a misbehaving child.
That's not something we talk about enough. Is Mr. Gower smacked the ear of Jimmy Stewart, of that little boy in It's a Wonderful Life.
That little boy
made his ear bleed like deaf.
He made my ear bleed
for the
like
rest of his life.
Share.
He made his ear deaf, and nothing happened to that old man. I mean, I guess he cleaned it up.
Would you take away his God-given right to smack a child?
I mean, I wouldn't, but no one talks about it. That's not. We always talk about how wonderful Jimmy Stewart was, but we never talk about how Mr. Gower was an abuser.
Don't ask me why I was watching the Golf Channel, but a sportscaster back in the day.
Hang on, stop, Jake. Why were you watching the Golf Channel?
I said, don't ask me.
Well, I'm going to because you're on a podcast. This is
my
a
father.
This is a Honda Civic of truth. And you are bringing in falsehoods.
My father was watching the Golf Channel. I was hanging out. I was watching it with him. Kind of mocking him for a while. I'm like, why are you watching a documentary on the start of the LPGA? Like, this is there nothing else on?
Mike the Southerner right now is getting hard right now.
Right. Oh, bro, right?
Like, the LGB, whatever the fuck, the LBGTQ, fucking
right. Look, and so this sportscaster though, because like this I forget the
Do you mean that
athlete's name.
sportscaster though, or the sportscaster though?
There was a sportscaster.
Okay.
And he goes, and now coming up to putt is the dirty redhead from Minneapolis.
Nice.
Or the dirt.
Was it Lisa Loeb?
The dirty something from the dirty Minneapolis redhead. It's like he had a hatred for Minneapolis.
That makes sense.
It's
That
like-
makes sense.
He was like, "Fuck the Twin Cities, nigga." Was like the new school translation of that. Yeah, it's like a classy way to basically dunk on the Twin Cities. You know.
Have you ever been to Minneapolis? No, neither have I. I've never been to a lot of places.
My brother-in-law is from somewhere close to there, Minneapolis, St. Paul, like in that metro area. So I am going to visit there at some point. I've been told I need to go to the Minnesota State Fair. I heard it's hopping, for real.
We're sitting in a Denny's parking lot. If for those of you who want to experience lore, like the conservative lore,
There's a Big Lots.
there's a Big Lots, a Denny's, and a 24-hour Starbucks that's, I guess, not 24 hours in the lobby. We're here in Santa Clara, beautiful town. What do you feel about Santa Clara? Because you have a lot of opinions. I was just over in the East Side, the last episode. Have you heard it yet? You piece of shit.
No, I've been out of town. I just got back from L.A.
Did you have internet service? Don't tell me
Yes,
about.
I was
don't
busy.
tell me about.
I was seeing family and friends. I was seeing my nephew.
Your nephew
picking
would
up people
enjoy
from
listening to my podcast. Anyway, all I'm saying
He's
is
like 9 months old.
he likes nigger jokes. So he's fine with that shit. He's
sure he
fine with that
does.
shit.
I'm sure he does.
Speaking of nigger jokes, by the way.
I'm sorry to offend him.
Wait.
He likes
Speaking of,
nigger jokes.
but I do. Speaking of nigger jokes,
Okay, the East Side. What were you doing on the East Side? What was on the East Side?
Why do black people smell bad? So even blind people can hate them.
Oh, here, I got one. I got one to drop. If we're
All right,
dropping
do it.
hot, nasty
in the big lots.
hot, nasty takes. Why did Hitler only kill half the Jews?
Why?
So you could remind future generations why he killed the first half.
But I do. So anyway, yeah, I was in East Side San Ho because our last guest Eli is a high schooler, and he's from the East Side. He goes to Andrew Hill High School.
Seven trees.
Yeah,
trees.
what is
Right.
so? Okay, so you know where that is.
Yeah.
I was down there, and I was like, and I made the joke, like Lee's Sandwiches is the most American thing in that area. Everything is just
Hello,
Vietnam.
welcome, Lee Sandwich.
It's the most Vietnam. It is Vietnam / Mexico. It's insane over there. Anyway, and he's a high schooler who's conservative but is shut down in class, labeled a racist, even though he's Latino. Like he's because of his conservative values. And
Traitor.
so we had a nice little conversation sitting in my car.
Sounds like a good listen. I'm gonna
It's
listen.
a- it's
to
a-
that.
it's a
I
good-
still
it's a
haven't
good
listened to the
little
East
episode.
Bay debate either. I'm gonna guess that you absolutely demolished.
I wouldn't say I would say I bested.
bested. Okay. Like
I
culture and
I-
community, man. Like
I
what fucking?
pantsed.
What are you
I wouldn't say
talking
I
about?
pantsed him, but I did best him.
I'm gonna be real though. Where he's talking about like the smaller towns that are still left. I'm like, dude, go find me some fucking community in Oakland. Like,
No,
it's just
see,
a
that's
bad
the thing.
quality
That's the
of life,
worst
right?
part about it is
exactly.
that there's put on community. The hip hop community specifically is a bunch of people who are like, I like this, everything's fine, I don't feel danger, I like this. Like
The worship
it's
of the
like a-
shitty. We talked about this.
right,
The worship
burlesque.
of the shitty.
Did we
Yeah.
ever talk about that? Like how have you ever been to a burlesque show?
Not in a long time.
So
No.
there's legit burlesque and then there's amateur burlesque, and that is where, look, I'm being brave by putting tassels on my titties. Like, you know that you're not sexy. Like, you know it. I'm not saying like you shouldn't be sexy in your own way, but burlesque on stage is not your way. Big girls can be sexy, but not by doing the same shit skinny girls do. I can be sexy, but I'm not taking my fucking shirt off in Playgirl. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sexy in my own way.
Sexy and I know it.
But I do.
You want some bagel, bro?
I might take a bite. Is it tasty?
You know, they did not do this well.
I'm about to take a bite next to the bite that you took.
They under toasted, bro. It's not well toasted. I mean, the taste is okay, but the texture is all bad because
We're now sharing saliva. What was interesting though about your episode, so like having you on, sometimes I have people on who are like, I can't, like they're not, like some people I have like really good chemistry with, Like you mostly sexually. But they did undertoast that.
Isn't it kind of chewy?
It's a little.
They're like, we're closing. Get the fuck out, bruh.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't hate them for it.
I mean, think about how hard it would be to work at a 24-hour Starbucks.
I respect them, dude. They're here getting the thing done.
They're
Here's
getting
your
it done.
tea, bro. You know, like,
Please don't shit on the floor. Please, we've cleaned up vomit, shit, homeless smell.
general Indian BO, just in general. In general, just
They do smell, dude.
they're spraying fucking Febreze everywhere. All of that.
I love Indian people, but boys, put on some fucking deodorant, dude.
Or just
shower that
more,
shit.
more often. Just, you know, whatever your current shower regimen is, try bumping it up 30%. If that doesn't
30%?
do it, bump it up another 30.
Just
you know,
a little 30. It's raining a little bit.
a little bit.
I'm gonna put up a little protection.
We'll see how bad she gets.
If that under toasted bagel is any indication,
I'm scared
we're
for the
screwed,
bacon
dude.
Gouda, man. That might have been a.
No, the bacon Gouda's gonna be all right.
You think they
I
did it
believe
proper?
in the bacon Gouda.
Okay.
But I do. So I did that
The
MAGA
fuck
video.
are you looking at, bro?
Dude, we're not in East Side. You can relax. We're not in the East Side in 2006 with a lowered. Remember when we went to that with that lowered to that in and out on the East Side with a lowered truck and they were doing a sideshow.
Oh,
3 or 4 niggas trying to cave in your roof, dude. The Federation, man. What a shit awful fucking. I wear my stunner glasses at night. Scrape
They look
up.
like sneakers.
Dude, the pack.
The pack,
Dude, the worst. The worst. That's another thing about it.
Look,
Here's
bro,
another
if they can
goddamn
make
thing.
money, you can make it, dude. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Bro,
Has
you got
the pack,
some good, you
has
got
the
good
pack,
shit going on.
has the pack done anything with their lives since then? Has the Federation done anything since Rick Rock fucking, is Rick Rock still making beats?
I think he still makes beats with U40, yeah.
Wow.
But the rest of them probably in prison. I mean, let's be real. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Holding down the guard, you know?
Talking shit on my phone.
Right.
But yeah, so I did that MAGA video where like a bunch of us, I don't know if I've talked about it, but a bunch of us, because we're not going to be showing the video because nothing really happened. But we go and that's why I have that MAGA hat in my trunk. Mm-hmm. And we went with some MAGA hats and some secret videos over to this restaurant, to Worst Hall, the place over in San Mateo. And we, but I do. We had the hats in our pockets, and then we ordered food, and they brought it over to us, and then we put on the MAGA hats and just kind of waited for something to happen. And I think nothing happened for a couple of reasons. Number one, we had a black guy and an Asian person and 2 women with us. So that's probably why nothing happened. If it was
We had like a very intersectional crowd.
Well, see, that's the thing, is that the white guilt overrides things. So, like, the white guilt of, like, black is right, always right, bad white, overrides that, so that the anger at MAGA hats makes it kind of subsides a little bit.
You're like, we know your weakness.
Right. I mean, you obviously...
think darkness is your...
You obviously hate yourself, but...
You think darkness is your ally. I was born in it, molded by it.
Are you quoting Bane on my podcast? I'm going to fucking cut you. Scrape a wheel. Dude. But anyway, that's what I was going to say about the goddamn... Oh, by the way, as far as that video goes, part of the reason why we're going to make a different one, and it's going to be fun. Keep an eye out for it. But for now, yeah, we didn't do anything. No, thank you. We didn't do anything with the rest of it because it just nothing really happened. They were seething but quietly, and she frowny faced, our server frowny facedly helped us for the rest of the meal. We tipped the fuck out of her because fuck you. And she was wearing an Obama
kind of had like
pin.
a little vein popping, kind of
A little bit, but she had an Obama pin on her shirt, which was nice.
Obama's not president no more, bitch.
And so I guess but because I even made her laugh a little bit because, like, in those instances, I'm pretty charming.
You are.
As my fans of the podcast can attest
you got
to.
like a 3 foot,
I smell very good.
No, not the smell. The sometimes the hand, the touch.
Out of all the people in the fucking world, how dare you? How dare you?
Say I don't have the same.
You
thing.
are your hands like have this weird. It's not just the proximity of Jake's hands; it's the pokiness.
Look at these things.
That's what I'm saying. It's the fucking Frodo-ness
fucking
of it all.
Alien, dude.
They're like
if you
Frodo.
look at them in angles on certain pictures, you're like, are you fucking a space alien?
If they took skinny white Gandalfs and stuck it into a Frodo hand, that's what it looks like. And it has you have the weird like retard strength almost, like your fingers, not anywhere else in your body.
The sharp.
They know where to find pressure points.
Yep.
Your fucking fingers. And you're the one who's touchy touch. You like.
I didn't say I wasn't. I'm just saying.
I don't touchy touch.
Oh, bro.
Okay, I touchy touch with you. I touchy touch with you, but you touchy touch with the Denny's waitress, son.
Oh, well, no.
Scrape
Black Bear
away.
Diner. Black Bear Diner waitress. I have that's called standards. Thank you very much.
The last time I went to Black Bear Diner, it was all right, but it wasn't great. You know what I had? Okay.
It was just that butt. That was
Question. What's the best thing to get at Black Bear Diner?
I mean, these days, nothing. Quality's kind of. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So
Get
you
get a breakfast item. It's a breakfast joint. Don't fuck around trying to get no fancy dinner at Black Bear Diner.
See, this is maybe that's my problem. See, the last time I went there, I decided to get.
Can I get the chicken Cobb salad?
Ugh,
like, bro, it's not.
No, I got a goddamn chicken fried steak, and it was foul.
Really?
It was not good.
Which one did you go to?
Fremont. You're saying that's the reason?
Bro,
But they have the same fucking. It's a chain.
Bro, you just say the word Fremont and then.
Yeah.
Tell me any other good food.
That's the other thing about the goddamn AG episode. Fremont and Hayward are insalvageable. I know our friend Trinity lives out there, and goddamn.
Please come home.
Fucking cut. I'm gonna have to cut out that 17 minutes. But like,
please come home.
I know they live out there.
Please come
but
home.
It's a
home meaning not there, just anywhere.
We're moving to Arkansas. Good.
Sacramento, anything.
Scraper with the. But now I have to listen to that fucking song. God damn it. Dude, I do wear my stunner glasses at night. You don't know. You don't know my life.
Things I do at night are unmentionable.
It might actually stop. It might actually stop that from posting because I don't. Well, actually, I don't know if the Federation is represented by ASCAP or BMI.
I don't think they're going to.
They have a fucking.
My ass
they
cap.
have a bot. They have a bot that fucking protects them from.
Really?
Yeah. No. They better goddamn not.
I bet you they're like, man, we're getting free promotion. Man.
Right. Exactly. It's not like the Federation is coming out with new shit.
You better hit that YouTube channel, like and subscribe.
Yeah, but yeah, and we had that video, and it was fine. Oh no, what was I saying? Oh, East Bay. Yeah, Hayward and Fremont are unforgivable. But then you also are you go towards where the culture should be, or where the city-ishness should be, and it's dog shit. It's foulness. It's not a good place. Berkeley and Oakland are bad. Can
I just drop some real heat on you right now?
Some heat?
Some heat, bro.
I'm ready.
You can really only talk so much smack because it ends up being like a bit of a matter of taste at the end of the day. And I know some people's taste is all in their mouths, but
hang on a second.
Hold on. No. All of these places.
First things first.
All of these places.
Don't bring that Borscht Belt joke and make believe that I'm not gonna puke in your mouth.
All of these places, San Jose included, San Francisco, LA, I don't give a shit, okay? It's all fucking cockroach people living fucking cockroach lives.
But sometimes it's math. Sometimes it's not taste, it's math.
yes, some places objectively suck worse.
Objectively.
Absolutely. I agree. Some people think, in their opinion, that those certain qualities that place has that others don't outweigh that. That's their opinion. There's no like objective way to say that.
Okay.
But dude, it's all cockroach people living cockroach lives, standing in their cockroach line for their cockroach food, on their fucking cockroach freeways, in their fucking cockroach traffic.
I don't like that you're saying this because you are a pest control man. Are you going to mass murder soon?
It's all garbage is what I'm trying to say.
Are you John Doe from Seven?
I'm trying to preach here.
I'm
No,
goddamn
I
aware.
am not Kevin Spacey.
My head is going to be in a box, ladies and gentlemen. If my head,
I just
winds
watched
up in a
that
box.
last week. Actually,
I haven't watched it in a long time. I heard foul. I heard it was not going to be good though for a rewatch.
It was
legit
intense.
still.
Dude, it depends how long ago you watch it because I forgot all the twists. It had been long enough. I just remember it was really good.
Do you feel like Brad Pitt is still a salvageable actor? Because I got to tell you, even the goddamn the one, what's the one that everyone loves, the Quentin Tarantino. The one with the one, you don't mind if I smoke while you eat a bagel, do you?
No.
Or while you eat your Gouda.
I really don't care. The what? Wait, Inglourious Basterds? Is that one?
Yeah, Inglourious Basterds. I'm sorry. Inglourious Basterds is as far as his performance, it's distracting. Scraper with.
I'm gonna say Brad Pitt. You know what my favorite Brad Pitt role is?
What's that?
You know this is probably a lie because he's been in a lot of
Legends
good
of
movies.
the Fall.
He's been. Oh no, a river runs through it, bro. No, I just got you on that one too.
What do you mean? What do you mean you got me on it? What is that? What is it?
You don't even know that movie.
I don't even know that movie.
No, but
God, we would creep the shit out of that girl if we hollered right now.
I know.
No.
You want to go to H-Wood Motel? You want that wood, girl?
Nigga, let's go into Big Lots. Why is that girl walking with like a fucking? That hood is a. It's a Star Wars hood if I've ever seen one.
She
Dude.
took the hood off.
She's Emperor Palpatine right now.
That is a ghetto ass white girl. Is what that is.
Yeah, that is.
She's officially an honorary not. You've
I don't
been removed.
I don't want to fuck. You know those Instagram model
You've
asses?
been removed from white people.
You're
no longer. You're no longer.
I don't
want
to fuck your ass if it's that big. Oh, look, the ass like swallows the thong. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Ugh.
It's got to be some proportion, dude.
It's got it right.
Just blow up the butt. It's kind of like that would be really cool if it was. I don't know.
There's got to be a limit, or at least there's got to be a.
It's like if your ass makes up 35% of your body weight.
What's that one? What's that, Colin Quinn in a coloring book? Please, everybody, go to Audible, go to Barnes & Noble, wherever. Buy the coloring book and by Colin Quinn. No, thank you. It's fucking amazing. Colin Quinn is the best living comedian in my opinion.
Look, dude.
But anyway, he talks about how like the different versions of what Latin people like. Like if you're Dominican, you like big titties and big asses. If you're Puerto Rican, it's mostly big asses. If you're Mexican, you like big titties, big asses, and a gut. Like you like
you have to have a gut. Apparently.
Why? How is that? How is that a thing? I'm not Mexican, but you can't. That's math. Isn't that math?
If you're black, you're just looking for the biggest hog you can find. I mean, just you're hunting. You're like, man, I'm gonna pull down a fucking 4-point elk right now, bro. Like, I'm gonna fucking. We out here harpooning whales, nigga. You know, like
my
just
contact opus fell out. I was that's legit. That's legit. I don't understand it. I understand its taste, but that's I don't get it. Isn't that math?
You ever think there's I
a gut though?
No, I have a different theory on that, dude.
A gut though. Ass is one thing. Already that's
bro,
like without a limit. Ass without a limit is a problem. But a gut,
bro, they did not used to have a gut.
What do you mean?
When he first knocked her up when she was 15, bro, she was fine as fuck.
Wait. Who? I see.
Oh yeah.
No,
dude.
but they're going after her now in her 30s. With like fucking titties that are smaller than the gut.
Because they're fat and convicts and who the fuck else is gonna fuck them? Dude, have some compassion. Like you're judging.
See their convicts.
You're judging the shit out of them, or living that life practically, right? Okay, look, you're judging the shit out of them. Like have a little compassion for their situation. Like you never poked some shit that was below your standards, bro.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you have.
What do you? Yeah.
Be nice, man. Why are you hating?
Okay,
on
but no. I don't mind poking it, and I don't mind poking it, whatever. But
See,
like,
I love it. They can grab all those
but that's
girls.
what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying is that when that's the prize is like for heft is like as if it's almost as if here's my prize.
Hey, Holmes, because she
cow.
knows how to cook. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck if she knows how to cook. Bitch, we will go to McDonald's. You need to be skinny. Like,
Don't say we'll go to McDonald's and you need to be skinny. That doesn't make any sense.
go to fucking Whole Foods, bitch. I don't mind paying a little extra. I don't need you to cook.
We're gonna go to
I
the
cook
fucking-
really well.
we're gonna get the
so that
sal-
means I can have a gut and like not even.
You mean we're gonna get the
we are talking
salad-
Some foul shit about
We're gonna
females
get
right now.
we're gonna
I'm
get
sorry,
the
but
salad only option at the buffet.
fucking diced cucumbers.
Can
Diced
I get some
cucumbers and
carrots
cold
on it?
corn.
Nope.
Scrape away.
You're gonna have chicken and rice minus the rice plus vegetables. That's it. That's your entire diet.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the line, and I'm gonna pick out exactly what you're going to eat. You get
Yeah.
fucking chicken with no skin. No, get that skin off.
I know
Get
an
that
older
fucking
dude.
Skin off.
I know an older dude that literally did that. Well, because he used to do like back in the day, he was a thing, and he did bodybuilding. Or he knows about nutrition and getting
Okay.
cut, right?
Okay,
Cutting
okay.
up, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he
Get
literally
that
like
cut
some
up.
girls. He was like, "Girl, like, you need to watch your shit, 'cause you know you get with a chick, and all of a sudden she'll just like blow up, right? Not all the time.
Not
Hey,
all the
ladies, not all the time. Just it happens, okay?
Yeah.
That girls.
We all and you know what? Same thing with me. I've been in relationships and I get a little tired because I'm not hunting right now. You know what I mean? I'm not
Exactly,
hunting.
right?
I'm not hungry.
Totally. And so he's like, "Hey, dude, you're getting a little too comfortable. Like, I'm putting you on the diet." You know, it was like, "Yo, like, boom." Laid
He
out
told
their
her?
food for him. Yep. Laid out their food
That's
for him.
pimp shit, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta respect that. That
He's
is
kind
pimp
of
shit.
kind of an OG. Dude.
I respect that, man.
For real.
There's something about girls that likes that though, or not likes it, but
You're
let
gonna
me
tell me
rephrase
what
it.
to do? Great.
I wonder what that is. Can we
You
piece
care
that apart
about
for a
me?
second?
You
Can
care
we piece
about
that
me
apart?
enough?
Is that
care
what it,
about
I don't
me
think it's
enough?
I care you care about me enough. I think it's almost like you can live without me. And if they know you can live without them, then like they're more like the insecurity, if you will.
There's something in here,
will yeah, there's one in there.
Is there? Can I pop? No, save your.
I just want to have that one non-wide, bruh. Scrape away.
I don't know, I think it's a very negative. You might have a very negative outlook on that. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're right, but not in all
Okay,
cases.
but would you personally? Because again, I think we can talk all about social construct, but when people, like I've been talking about this with female rappers, people are like, females can be just as good at blah blah. Okay, name one. Whatever.
Pin drop. That's the sound of pins dropping.
Right. Or even, okay, if you can name one, let me look at your fucking CD collection. Oh, you have one fucking female rapper and the rest are fucking better ass rappers that are male? Oh, surprise, surprise. Fucking hypocrite ass motherfucker.
Here's the thing. As far as those, like,
Do you like guts? No. Nobody likes guts. Nobody except for like.
I'll take a
fucking-
tummy, but that's different than a gut. A
Okay,
tummy's no
explain-
problem.
Explain the viscosity. Explain the.
Okay, like when there's not like layers to it, like, you know what I mean? When you're not like one layer, two layers.
So like muffin top is okay.
Depending, yeah.
Okay.
If there's enough hips there to make it look like
Okay.
it's in the
All
right
now,
place and everything.
Now,
yeah.
there's a difference between what we're willing to have sex with, what we are willing to live with, or what we like versus ideal. Ideal. What's
So
your
ideals and-
ideal?
Ideals and standards are two very different things.
Okay, so now let's talk ideal. Because
Ideal.
all these motherfuckers online are like, oh, big asses. Oh, that's my ideal. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Well,
If
it
looks
might be
like a
their
fake
ideal, but it's
Kim
definitely not their-
Kardashian.
it's definitely not their standard.
Kardashian ugh,
She's pretty heinous.
hasn't showered and fucking because all that
Did you ever see that
hairspray.
South Park episode
No.
where she's the Hobbit? And Kanye's
I
like,
like it already.
my girlfriend is not the Hobbit. Call my girl the Hobbit one more time.
No, I didn't
But it
see
turns
that.
out she is. Like at the end of it, she's
The
totally,
Hobbit, what do you
she's a
mean?
Hobbit, dude. She's a Hobbit.
But I don't get that. I don't. Is it because she's small and like?
You just gotta watch.
Has hairy feet?
I can't like, dude. I can't even really remember. One of the jokes is fish sticks too, and
Yeah, I
Kanye
like that
likes
one. Yeah,
fish
yeah.
It's that same
Yeah,
episode,
yeah.
the fish
Oh,
sticks
okay, all
episode. But you gotta watch the whole thing. There's a Kim Kardashian theme in there.
Did you know, by the way, that Trey and Matt are Republicans?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like they
I
talk
knew
about
they
they
were
talk
not
about pissing people
Democrats.
off. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they make fun of Democrats. They make fun of Republicans. They spray
Nothing
it
is-
everywhere.
nothing is
is off
sacred.
limits,
No.
and I love that. But they were talking in an interview about how that they were Republicans, and like people were just like, and like in the Hollywood game, you're not allowed to be that. You're not allowed to be that.
No, there's definitely a very wide opening for anybody that has real funding to like snag game. Like Mel Gibson's already got his own little studio thing, right? There's some people that have some money, but it's few. So if there's anybody that comes in and funds some production,
That's
there's
what I'm saying, dude.
there is room. Like you think it's
That's
all
what I
locked
wanna
down.
do.
It's not all locked
That's what
down.
I want to do, dude. If I could have my druthers, if I could have my big lots,
And here they are.
I would.
Yeah. What?
What?
We just
Mexicans
attract,
with guts?
attract cops. No, they're
Oh.
driving by. I think they left us alone. They slowed down for a
Dude,
second.
we're in a
but-
parking lot.
Dude,
Starbucks is open, kind of.
we
Denny's
should
is
invite
open.
them on the podcast if they come over.
I would, dude. I listen to me right now. All of you listeners, if you know of a military man or female, if you know of a cop, if you know of a fireman, tell them I want them on the fucking show, please. Please.
Damn.
Don't share this episode. Share one of the more tame ones where I don't, but I do.
So we're talking about ideals.
So yeah, we're talking about ideals here, and ideally, you can't say you want muffin.
No, not physically. What if the girl you really want
What do you
has
mean
muffin?
not physical? Okay, all right. That's
Like, is
legit.
that a deal breaker?
That's legit.
Are you gonna not love her?
No, okay.
Are you gonna not want her in your life every second of every day? Like, are you? Well, you don't want any. Like, I'll see you next
No,
weekend.
I
right?
I like girls.
He likes girls more than
Listen,
just a poco.
Listen. Where in this world?
You mean like they're human beings, and like you want to have
Listen,
like a
cocksucker.
connection? Like
I may talk a big ass game
connection.
on this, but sometimes, yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah, you do.
sometimes I'm a little goddamn bitch. I
Fuck
understand
yeah,
that.
you're just not being a
and that's
bitch.
okay.
It's a natural
I
human
know,
need.
Of course it is. But I'm saying sometimes I talk hyperboliciously, and I say things in a funny manner in order to
Talk shit on my phone.
Talking shit on my phone.
Yeah.
I do. You can't hear it, but I do. By the way, that's Lisa Loeb in 2000s, I think. That's not even. And you say.
So ideally, I mean, let's be
stay.
real. Like what? Okay, there's not a lot of like. It doesn't need too much explanation, right? Like, pretty dang thin, non-anorexic, meat in all the right places, some thighs that got a little jiggle.
Yes, but it does. Here's why I think it does. It does require a little bit of talk,
Clarification.
not clarification. I think it requires a little bit of dissecting because, unfortunately, out there in the social media sphere, there's a lot of bullshit talked about. Fucking even not so much anymore. But do you remember the early days of Facebook? Or even MySpace, but the early days of Facebook.
No, I
you know,
don't.
okay. So in the early days of Facebook, they had this shit called, they would have like different pages that you like that are like sayings. You know what I mean? I even did one. I started one when I was like, it was like 2007. What are you gonna do? But it was like
the dopest fucking like spiritual quotes.
No. Yeah, there's absolutely shit like that. I started one
hammering
that was called "I Go Home to Starla at Night" from Napoleon Dynamite. You think I'm a loser because I go home to Starla at night? Bow to your sensei. But there's one of the pages was called I'm not what was it? I'm not broken, or I'm not scarred. What is it? I'm not scarred. I'm a tiger who's earned her stripes. Because that shit only females do. That is
I'm
shit
fucking
only
cringing right now.
That is shit only females do. No guy would ever start a Facebook page called "It's not the size of the ship, it's the motion of the ocean." Because that's some bitch shit. But the problem is we don't tell them, "Hey, you're pathetic. Don't do that." You know what I mean?
So there used to be these things for our younger listeners that are called social constructs that were real.
How in the fuck did that homeless man have like 5 bicycles?
Dude, the how is not important. It's why. Okay? His reason why is so important that he made the how happen. All right? He does not give a fuck.
That nigga wears his sunglasses at night.
He is like, come hell or high fuck you. I am taking all of these bikes and ain't no nigga stealing my bike tonight. That's what that is, dude. Like that dude is
scraper, dude.
He
He's
is
right
on some
into
real.
scraper.
Let's just say, do not challenge him to body shots. Okay,
3 or
He's
4
gonna,
niggas trying to cave in your roof.
That dude's gonna break your sternum.
Dude, he is the Federation. All in one man. He is the fucking pack, dude.
That is the downest fucking bro.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. Okay, but
Look like Yosemite Sam.
But so we used to have these things. We used to have these things like William H. Macy from Happy.
No, what's that? Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that.
It's pretty
He
entertaining.
got in some trubs. Did you hear?
No.
His wife got in trubs for all that college stuff that was going on. Man, I'm so
How many?
underprepared.
What was her body
This
count?
is not the podcast to listen to for news. Like, but anyway, no, she lied and like was a part of like a scandal to get her kids into college. Remember that shit from last week?
Cry me a river, bro. You think people with money don't flex power? Like you are
Flex
living
nuts.
You are living in a fantasy land. You think they're the only people you're going to scorn them? They're just following suit. Like you think that shit's not
that's
just
true.
The fact that it's available to happen is
Right.
what you need to be mad at, not that
True,
people-
but I also don't mind. I don't mind that rich people like. Okay, as an example, William H. Macy and his wife. Like, yeah, don't lie. Don't tell your kid to act slow so that he'll have more time on the SATs. That's some stupid shit.
That's pretty lame. Yeah.
But I don't mind them like taking advantage of some shit. Like I don't mind
like, if
because
your
they worked really. They gave us Fargo. You know what I mean? Like,
Bro.
dude, for William H. Macy, he could do whatever he wants now. He
all right,
gave
I'll
us
take
Fargo.
back my kid's college admission, and you'll give me back Fargo. You know, how's that sound?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Never watch Fargo again, bitches.
It's a great movie.
It's a good movie. So what the hell were we talking about? So
I don't remember.
I did the ideal, man. Okay, look,
Every episode with you is exactly like this.
I really
we just
don't
go
think-
off on like 83 tangents.
I really don't think there is.
I don't really think there are
set-
3 or 4 niggas trying to cave in your roof.
Not right now, but if you're not careful, you need to be very careful. Vigilant. Eyes open. Head on a swivel.
All right, continue.
They're not going to be niggas, but they're going to be like, 18-month
Dude,
contracts.
I think Yosemite Sam wants to come back, dude. And fucking
No, bro.
dude, if he came back and jumped on my car right now, I would give up the car. I would be bested.
It's not
I would
worth
say
it,
you win,
mate.
sir.
It's
I
not
say,
worth it.
sir. You win. Whatever you need to do for you, do you live
Give him
your
the
best
fucking
life.
car, mate. It's not worth it.
What is that from?
It's just a meme. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
worth it.
So ideal.
The ideal. There's no set ideal in society, but there are some social constructed standards.
Right, and that's what I'm saying about the social construct thing. Because right now everybody's trying to sway me into like what I don't fucking like, and I don't dig that shit. I ain't no fucking goddamn mental fucking midget who's just like, oh gee golly, I love big asses just because everyone else does. Fuck you.
I like
I'm
a
gonna
nice,
like what
I like a nice ass.
I like a nice ass too, but not that guy.
but I'm
not
not-
Kim Kardashian. Not
No,
not
that's-
Instagram model. I like I follow a few fucking Instagram models. Don't get me
I will
wrong.
Smack a big booty.
But have you ever seen Queen of Blood? Dude, I gotta fucking.
No, that sounds scary as shit. and,
No,
like,
no, no,
something
no,
I
no,
may
no,
not
no, no,
really be that
Tut
interested.
tut 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 tut. You need to peep game. Look at this fucking bitch.
Peep. I was just
Dude, look at
told
this
I need to
fucking bitch.
peep.
Look at that
game.
fucking bitch.
She fine. Not so into the
Dirty
tattoos,
ass.
but she fine.
Don't say not so into the tattoos. You
See, I
little
can't do
fucking,
that many
look at
tattoos.
Look
It's
at that.
kinda
Look at that.
gross.
Look at that fucking face. I would fucking choke her up
Let's see the
against
butt.
the
Let's see
fucking.
the booty.
All right, hang on. Let me.
Right there, that one. That one's
Oh, this
fine.
one?
Yeah, that's good.
See, that's a nice. It's got meat to it. It's packing, but
I
it's
would prescribe
prescribe.
an increase in squats and deadlifts to
Look at
get it.
look.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
And the thong is disappearing for sure.
I can tell though that.
but
that
it's
shit-
not so fucking. It's not wide. I don't want a wide ass. That's
Yeah,
creepy
you
to
don't
me.
wanna-
I want a thick
I don't wanna-
ass,
I don't wanna
nicely
feel
portioned.
like my pelvis is going to be crushed.
I don't
under
mind.
the weight.
I don't mind that.
of
I
this
just-
fucking enormous heifer ass about to lay down.
right, and her titties are small too. But I'm fine
I
with.
like small. I kinda
yeah,
like
dude.
small.
I'm gonna fucking bite them off. Now we're
That's
just
what I
looking.
mean, like,
now
I
we're just
kinda
looking at
see-
porn on the fucking.
Like And like, I'm sorry, like I guess that's kind of what I'm driving at, right? So
What are
there's
you
not
driving at?
necessarily a set ideal, right? Like there's a lot of beautiful women. Like
Mm-hmm.
beauty cannot really be defined. I'm sorry. That's the whole thing about beauty. That's why if you're trying to define something that's beautiful about a piece of art, it's probably not that fucking good. Okay?
Okay, all right.
Beauty
all
is
right.
defined in nature, you know? Can you tell
And it
me
is subjective.
not really.
Okay, so you're making the opposite.
I'm making the opposite.
But that's what
Yeah.
that's my point.
Can you tell me that like a fucking live oak just like poking out of a hillside, or that like you see the moon rising up through-
to me again, I'm gonna stab you in the throat.
Dude, if you see the moon, if you see the moon rising coming through those branches, can you describe to me why it's beautiful?
Are you Dio right now? Are we gonna take a journey? Dude,
Listen.
I was listening to The Last in Line yesterday. What a wonderful God, a fucking
R.I.P.,
Ronnie
bro.
James,
R.I.P.
dude.
in peace, bro.
Ronnie James Dio, though.
Listen. Can you? I'm being serious though.
No,
Can
I
you tell
agree
me
with
why-
you. That's
why is it-
objectively beautiful.
But why?
And you can't,
Why?
And
Why?
you can't put it in a box. You're right. You
Tell me
can't
why.
put it in a box.
Oh, you can't.
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying is that sometimes shit is just goddamn fucking pretty, and sometimes it's not objectively pretty, and they want to tell me that it is, and I'm not fucking eating.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
not
play their
swallowing
game.
the fucking
Don't play
wafer.
their game.
I'm not drinking the goddamn big ass Kool-Aid,
No,
son.
I agree because like back in the day, girls like that would get fucking made fun of. Like, what's up with that big fat ass? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
And black
right?
guys would still hit. Don't get me wrong. And I
Everybody would
probably
st-
would
everybody would
still,
still
hit.
hit it,
But there's a
but-
difference between still hit and ideal. That's what I'm saying.
Correct.
And I don't like being fucking pressured into liking something I don't fucking like.
Correct.
God damn it.
I agree. Because it's like going down that same train of thought. Oh well, everybody thinks it's cool now. It's like, dude, well, I don't like chicks with dicks. Sorry, I'm not
Right.
into it. If you try
Right.
to tell me this is beautiful, this is strong, this is courage, I'm gonna be
It's
like,
that burlesque shit I was talking about.
fuck you.
It's
Like,
not
I don't-
courage, right? You just
It's just, I don't really want to be subject. Like, why am I being subjected to this?
okay.
It's like
all
the way
right.
I feel about some shit.
Okay.
Like, you have to say
Right,
that this
right,
is
right,
good.
right.
Fuck you, bro. You
Right,
are
right.
violating my
Right.
eyeballs and my
Right.
ear holes.
So when I go onto
with this
Pornhub,
shit.
I can choose to either go to the gay area or go to the straight area. But if I was looking at it, trying to look through porn thumbnails and there's a bunch of gay and straight, I'm gonna feel like, why are you doing? It feels
not gonna get a lot of
it's
traffic.
malicious.
It's not going to get a lot of traffic.
It's intentional. Fucking.
That's
You
why
know,
there's
this
all
is what
those
I'm gonna do
filters
for
on
you.
there. Yeah,
Should we flash this boy
Nope,
to get his lights
Indian,
on?
Dude, they don't drive with their lights on, dude. I don't know. Just stop
he Indian?
trying.
Yeah,
Fuck,
he
dude,
is Indian.
How many times, bro? How many times?
That's right, boys and girls. A stereotype was just committed live on the podcast.
How many times do I have to say these things before people aren't like, that's like really judgmental? Like, it's a pattern. I see patterns. Okay?
Scraper with.
I see patterns. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're too dumb to see patterns because you want to, I don't believe in it because then the world's not beautiful according to my standard. Well, the world's fucking ugly sometimes, along with all the beauty.
Now, let's go back to that idea. You were talking a lot about shit fucking goddamn cockroaches.
Fucking cockroach
The
people.
cockroaches, dude.
We're all
Why
fucking-
are you?
We're
Why
all
are
fucking
you?
cockroach people.
Okay, yeah, we are. But why are you all like ready to go so negative all of a sudden? Why are you?
Standing in line to get my cockroach food,
Okay, sure. But it just
Standing
feels like
behind these other
you're like
cockroach
two
people.
steps behind John Doe. That's what I'm saying. You're like
No.
you're like
I'm just saying. I'm saying objectively, if you're trying
you're
to
gonna start
smack
being
talk-
more of a
if you're-
hermit.
If you're trying, no, not really. I mean, hopefully someday. That's like the big goal, right?
No,
But
it's not.
If you're trying to say that one city is just like so much worse, it's like, man, at the end of the day, you're standing in some line behind some people you don't really want to be standing behind. You're in some traffic with some people you don't really give a fuck
all right.
about. Like it's
Okay, but
City
Santa
life,
Clara as an
city
example.
life.
Santa Clara as an example. Do you
It's a little
see
more
a lot
spread
of
out.
motherfuckers?
It's a little more spread out here.
It's a little more spread out. Do you see a lot of motherfuckers marching down the street like nasty? Here's Berkeley in a nutshell. Like
No, I-
unwashed
you don't have to tell me.
black girl hair,
You don't have to
like
tell me.
and a
This
fupa.
is beauty.
It's
This is beauty.
a black fupa.
Don't put your white standards of beauty on me. This is beauty. It's like, no, it's
Like,
not, man. Just
No,
not
like
good
my
looking.
dick knows better than you.
My
like
dick
my
is
dick.
shriveling inside of me right now. Seeing that shit.
Get away from, dude. Why are you subjecting me to this?
Why are you subjecting me? See what I'm saying? It's like you're being violated.
Everybody hear the
like-
horn, by the way?
Oof, careful.
This is not a very manly horn. I can't wait to have a truck, dude. I can't
I know,
wait.
dude.
I can't fucking...
Let me get another truck.
Go to
Trade my car in for a truck.
patreon.com/conservatives so that Daddy can have a truck. Okay?
He's your poppy.
I'm your fucking father.
This kid here is your fucking papa.
Dude, I am your father. I gave birth to you. I gave you the kiss of life.
So,
Kiss of life.
really negative? No, I'm really positive about a lot of things.
You just went on a rant about cockroaches.
No, it's just the reality. Yeah,
Here,
sure.
you know what? Here, you can have...
No.
You can have my Marlboro
No.
100.
I'm not doing that to you. No, I refuse. I'll have a wide. Thank you.
All right.
I refuse, dude. You
Then I will
bought me.
smoke.
You bought me sweet snacks. I was bribed into this
And I gave you the kiss of life. Kiss of life.
with the sweet wetness of on my peen. Okay.
You
And-
gave me the kiss of life. Dude, Sade don't give a fuck though, dude.
Holla at a player when you see me on the street, bitch.
I would fuck Sade. I would fuck now Sade.
Just for bragging rights.
Just for her giving me the kiss of life, dude.
And
I
the
owe her-
sweetest-
I
and
owe
the
her that
sweetest-
much.
And the sweetest taboo.
And the sweetest taboo.
Yeah.
The Swedish taboo. She's
I still got that shit on my playlist, dude. That's a great song.
Have you ever heard the MF Doom Sade mix-up?
No.
Oof.
Very good.
So goddamn good. Some motherfucker, some DJ, I forgot his goddamn name. He mashed up a bunch of MF Doom and Sade songs. So good. So fucking good.
So where I got off on Cockroach Land is actually from a buddy of mine I was on the phone with, right? And I was like, dude, while we're on the phone, I'm going to carve my way over to the fucking In-N-Out on the east side, and I'm going to fucking,
course.
you know, because it's like 4 p.m. on a Sunday. I figure it shouldn't be, it's not exactly lunchtime, it's not dinner, it's Sunday, it's not Friday night, you know, it should be, the line shouldn't be heinous.
You're ready to give the gift of life, the kiss of life.
I was expecting a line, but I wasn't expecting what I ran into. I have a rule, dude. If there's more than a car length poking out of where the actual drive-through ends.
Okay, so you're talking
I'm
about
out.
car. You're talking if there's more than a car. Really?
If there's more than a car, I'm out. If I'm the car creating that car length, I'm in. Dude, you have to set a standard somewhere.
That's pretty quick though.
You have to set a standard somewhere.
Okay,
if the
yeah,
line
but
is
the
this
standard,
long,
okay, but if the standard, I understand you, but that's not far enough of a standard.
I'm
talking. Okay,
in fact, there's a clear line. There's a very clear line. So here's the line where the drive-through starts, and it's a long fucking line already.
Right, sure.
Right, so there's already
Of
some
course.
congestion. Okay,
Yes.
you're getting in a line at this point,
Right.
and it wraps around.
Why don't you jump
right?
on the roof of
and just
stomp
cave in,
out
just cave
3 or
in.
4 niggas, dude?
Just me and like Jimbo and fucking Wen, just like, hey bro, we're sick of this shit. Just like, dude,
Oh my God!
me,
I
Jimbo,
want to see that
and
before I
Wen,
die.
Just
Ladies and gentlemen, go to patreon.com so that I can pay Jake
give
and
me my
three
animal style, bitch.
and 3 Vietnamese boys, like 3. I want them like men. I want them above the age of 27, but I want them to be very
Men.
tiny boys, very tiny men.
but
3 or
with
4,
thick, strong legs.
yeah,
cave
to like
in that roof.
to jump. To like fucking stunt on this motherfucker. Absolutely. God damn it, I would pay good money to see
Okay,
that.
so I'm on the phone with my buddy, right? And I'm cruising by the In-N-Out. And I was like, bro, the line was like all the way to the Starbucks, like across the parking lot. I was like, I'm not subjecting myself to this.
No,
Like,
no,
I don't need
it's
it.
unreasonable.
Dude, I've look,
What day was it? Tuesday?
I haven't done it. Was a
it
It was a Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday afternoon. Not lunchtime, dude. It was 4 p.m. Not dinner, not lunch. I mean, there's just nothing else around there.
I
It's
see. Yep,
underserved,
yep,
right?
yep,
It's an
yep, yep,
underserved
yep,
area, right?
Yep.
And so I was just like, I'm not subjecting myself to this. I will drive my ass all the way to the south side to not be subjected to sitting around with these fucking people in line here. Okay,
Yeah, that makes
like I'm just not gonna do it, right? And so I was like, I'm driving down the south side. He was like, fool's errand. It's a fool's errand. I was like, dude, I will find.
Are you friends? Is your friend a goddamn in a fucking Yeah, another cop. Yeah, but is your friend in goddamn? God, I wish I could come up with this joke faster. Fucking, why is it taking me so fucking long?
All right, well, you just let that brew for a minute.
Don't tell me what to do with my jokes.
So
Is your
I drive
friend
all the way-
your friend in the goddamn in the Knights of the Round Table?
It's a futile mission, sire. No.
That was not worth it. That was not worth the 5 minutes of stuttering and
man.
stammering over
No,
trying to
man.
come up with something.
You gotta pick your battles.
God
you
damn
know?
it!
It's just-
If it had come out right away, it would have been worth it.
You
But I
literally-
ruined everything.
Literally can't win them all. It's just the way it is. So I'm driving. I'm like, fuck that. No, I was like, I'll go to fucking wherever. So I pull off on some exit, and I'm like, okay, we got a Five Guys. We got a Mod Pizza. Which line's shorter? You know what I mean? And he was like, dude, I am telling you right now, I don't care what side of town you go to in that fucking metropolis there, if you can call it that. Like, I
do like my South San Jose.
He was like, you are going to be standing in a vicious, brutal line because the world is not the way it used to be in the recession when you grew up, when it was all just empty restaurants and broke people, when the world was your oyster and you could eat it however you want, up, down, sideways. He's like, there will be a line of a bunch of fucking cockroach people because you live in Cockroachlandia and you are a cockroach person. And you're going to go stand in that line with the rest of your fellow cockroaches. And you're going to wait for your cockroach
now you're
food.
drifting. Now I understand. You're drifting now into the land where the cockroach rule does not apply to other places. You're now stepping into the world, if I may act like I am a knight at the round table.
If you zoom out,
where you are now
plane view, exactly. Helicopter view, cockroaches, bro.
Okay,
totally
sure.
Cockroaches.
But you're now saying if you lived in Iowa, things would be easier for you to get in and out.
There's no in and out in Iowa.
You know what I mean.
You got to be grateful for that line if you care that much.
But that's what I'm saying. But okay. So if you were in Los Banos, okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, there's less cockroaches over there. Although I did go to the In and Out. I've been a couple of times in Salinas, California.
It's not
cockroaches there too. Yeah, right off of 101.
Yeah, no, that's the only thing around there is gangbangers and then and out. If there isn't an out,
oh, I always my joke about Salinas is that there's nothing there but norteños and cabbage.
Ooh, fire, bro!
I know, much better than my fucking night of the round table joke.
So anyways, yeah, it really set in upon me as I'm looking for parking in a new development that had to be thrown up. These are all new restaurants, new everything, because there wasn't enough of them there in the first place, and I was just like. Dude, I'm a cockroach. I'm a cockroach person.
So now I see what you're saying.
Land.
You're not saying
there's no getting away from
the world is fucked. You're saying this area is fucked.
No, just in general. If you want to live,
okay, but
there's sacrifices to be made, is what I'm saying. Like you are going to, if you're going to live,
but the
in
venom
a city,
with which you started to yell about cockroaches was not the type of thing where, hey, this sucks, but you had a lot of venom.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm subjected to it every day, man. Like against my
Why don't you listen to some Sade and let her soothe you through
sweetest taboo, dude.
Through your experiences, dude.
So sweet, bro. This is Nar. That's crushed.
How many other beverages do you have?
Dude. I have an Arizona.
Do you have a Powerade Zero?
No.
You have the green tea Arizona? Ugh.
I have a green tea.
Mango or die? Mango. If you're gonna get sugar water, get sugar water. Don't get fucking green tea.
Did we just become enemies right now?
I think we did.
Are you trying to deny me?
I'm trying to give you the kiss of life.
I've been drinking Arizona iced teas since I lived in Longmont, Colorado. Okay, boy? I've been drinking Arizona iced teas since they fucking came out. Okay?
I love being stupid. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing.
Don't you tell me what sips I may or may not have. My ancestors bled all over this land and hacked savages' heads off so I could drink whatever fucking sips I want.
That is a good question. This is a good thing. I'm interested to know, where did your fucking ancestors come from? You're an Irishman?
No, I'm actually not that Irish.
You're Scottish?
Yeah, a lot of English, Scottish, Scotch-Irish.
When did you didn't? You're not a 23andMe guy, are you? You would never do that shit.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Give my.
They already have it. We talked about that. They already have my shit. They already have my shit.
My fucking cigarette needs the kiss of life right now.
Yeah, so I mean, like, on my dad's side, I mean, been here for a fucking really long time, dude. Like, I don't know, 1600s, something like that. Late 1500s,
really?
Yeah.
God damn.
1600 whatever. Then on my mom's side, I think
we've been here for like 5 years.
I think like 1800.
Okay, so you probably did own a little slave thing, possibly.
Probably not.
No,
probably highly doubtful. I mean, only like 6%.
Were you Northerners? Yeah, no,
only
that's
6% of white. Yeah, white. Do you think
only
people,
6%
people in the
of
North,
Southerners?
Hold up, nigga. Hold up. You think people in the North didn't own slaves? Dude, there were riots in the North during the Civil War saying we're not going to go fight for those niggers.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's legit.
All right? Like, this whole fantasy fucking tale that people have told about the history of America is a fucking lie. And it's to control you.
See, it's the same thing with the Instagram ass thing. That's what I'm saying. There's this. Absolutely, the goddamn cockroaches. The goddamn cockroaches. We're blowing out the fucking microphone. Dude. The cockroach mind is trying to tell us the big asses are good and that America's bad. And America has we had some slaves, but we were responsible for like fucking 5% of slavery worldwide. 5%
Blacks owned slaves, Jews owned slaves.
The goddamn Muslims were trading slaves until like 1990.
Dude, Muslims still trade slaves in the uncivilized parts.
But they're brown. Brown is good. White is brown is good.
Suck my
faggots.
Suck my white.
Fucking faggots.
Suck my white peen with all that.
God damn it with that liberal bullshit. Holy fuck.
I think it's something like, seriously, like only 6% of whites ever owned any slaves. And it's like,
open my chocolate.
Okay, open your chocolate, okay? So by definition, 6%. I mean, you want to talk 6 degrees of separation? I'm sure somewhere in my line.
Are you talking 6% countrywide or just south?
Nationally.
Okay.
It was mostly in the south because that's where you can farm. You can't farm a lot in the north. You know, you can grow orchards in the north, but you can't really farm in the north. You can't plant rows, right? So yeah, 6%. So by that definition, sure. And also, fucking mindfuck. You want to get mindfucked right now? Not
I
all
do.
black people were slaves. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you want reparations? Okay, well, we're going to do a bunch of DNA testing and find people that are at least 45% descended from slave owners, and they're the only ones paying, and the people receiving the reparations need to prove that they are at least 45% descended from people that were slaves. All right, then we got like now we can have a conversation.
But Spike Lee does make good movies.
Spike Lee can suck my asshole.
Bing! Remember the score by the Fugees?
Yeah.
That album is delicious.
Really good album.
And during the whole thing, Wyclef from time to time he goes, "Bing!" Like that's one of those message. Like that's what I want to like. every time there's a conservative clip that I'm like, oh, this is what I hang my hat on. That one. What did you say? Spike Lee can suck my asshole.
Yeah, Spike Lee can suck
Bing.
my asshole. Bing.
Message.
Oh shit.
But yeah, no, I agree with you.
I've been here a long time, and then I'm sure I'm related to people that got here later too. So it's like, who are you connecting this to?
Right.
Like, you know, like I bet you if you want to get real, I'm probably also related to people that used to be slaves too.
Yeah, that's true.
And then later on, a couple hundred years later, owned a slave, and the world was different. The standards were different.
Right.
This whole idea of slavery is viewed as like you're literally whipping someone with a fucking cat of nine tails all day. That's actually not the way it was. Like, this is slavery. Do you think we're not slaves right now?
Hang on. I was with you up until this point. What are you saying? You can't go that far. Let's stick with one thing at a time. We can't go all the way into that.
It's this mindset.
We can compare.
It's this mindset of you have never fucking seen slavery, and so you've got this fantasy idea of what it is.
Okay.
You know? When you don't have any fucking clue.
Okay, so are you one of those
was.
people? Because I'm interested in the topic. Let's talk about it because this is Free Speech Village. But are you saying that? Are you one of those people who thinks, well, that some slaves didn't mind being slaves?
I'm sure they minded being slaves.
Okay, all right.
I'm 100% confident they minded being slaves.
All right. I'm just saying there are people who make that point.
Do you mind having to work at Starbucks?
What? You can't. Again.
Fuck yes, you mind having to work at Starbucks.
But you can't conflate. You can't conflate those two.
Do you mind paying taxes or going to prison? Fuck yes, you mind paying taxes or going to prison. All right, reality is everyone's serving somebody. And slavery was just not
but
this.
It's not the
slavery was not this.
It's not the same
like Rosewood.
thing.
You know this like
I
Rosewood.
hate to get liberal, but it's not the same thing.
You know this Rosewood fucking
Rosewood.
Fucking, what was that other movie where he's on the ship? Right, he's like the darkest fucking nigga you've ever seen. That actor.
What,
he's
Amistad?
Like, Amistad, yeah. It's like everything this is the point of it. Okay. So
Jimdu Hansu Jim something Jimbei
dark
Hansu.
bro, dude, darkest bro you ever seen.
Super dark.
Dude. Darkest bro you ever seen. Darkest Midnight, right? That dude. And he was in a bunch of other shit.
Yeah,
he
for
did a
sure.
really good job. Wasn't he in
Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond. There you go. That was fucking good.
Never seen it.
Anyway, so people have this idea like black people were enslaved because they were black. It's just the dumbest shit.
What do you mean?
Like, we're gonna go enslave them just to like degrade them. Like, that's the sole purpose of the slavery is to degrade somebody.
I see what you mean.
It's just because we hate them, so we're gonna control them and whip them mercilessly.
I see.
Well, that's a lot of fucking energy to put into hating somebody.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying more it came from the opposite. It almost came from like, well, we need a slave, and the ones that we can find are black.
It's the way the economy worked back then. Sorry.
Ooh, I can feel the ass puckers all across the nation. And actually, apparently, I have some listeners in Iran and Russia.
Oh,
and
they
China.
will know exactly what you're talking about, especially Russia, Slavs. Dude, the Slavic people. You know where the word slave comes from, right? The English word slave.
Sade?
No, it's a play on Slav.
Really?
Yeah, white people were slaves to other white people.
Yeah.
Yeah, slaves, slavery.
I can't tell you this one motherfucker. I unfollowed him. I had to. I love him very much outside of Facebook, but I had to unfollow him on Facebook because he's relentlessly anti-white. It's creepy. It's creepy.
It's like the amount of dedication and energy it takes to be that anti-anyone is like...
He posted on Facebook that he was saying, I scroll through my feed and I just say to myself, mediocre, person of color, mediocre, person of color. Like, he thinks that.
That's his opinion, man.
Yeah, but he's a stupid cocksucker.
I agree.
He's a stupid piece of shit.
To him, he's a
racist cunt. He's insecure about his brownness, and so he has to shit on other people who aren't.
To him, he's Einstein. You know, like he's like Rosa Parks and shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing real shit. He's out there fighting the fight.
And if he had a podcast, I guarantee he wouldn't have as much fun as we're having. No one could have as much fun as we're having.
He'd be way too serious.
Patreon.com/conservative cocksuckers. Fucking cocksuckers.
Plug that.
Share this fucking podcast, faggots.
You plug that shit one more time and see what happens.
Sorry. I apologize. Daddy got mad for a second, but it's okay. I'm gonna get you an ice cream cone.
People have this idea of slavery that I think is just extremely unrealistic, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It's extremely unrealistic.
But I mean, all right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, I can't.
Because it's all coded in racial terms.
Right. And there are...
Is there a race aspect? Oh, fuck, yes, there was a race aspect.
Especially for the motherfuckers who were like, black people are inferior and stupider and less of a human being.
Because after 200 years of living in two separate castes and race becomes the dividing factor, of course there's going to be a racial factor. But it's not like that's what what slavery was.
Maybe that's part of what the caste system that's growing right now. Like, I could probably see that happening. Here's what I mean. Like, the separation between right and left the chasm is widening so much so that people in the Bay Area don't even know. There are many people in San Francisco, Berkeley, don't even know one fucking person who's a Republican. And so those people are going to be...
you know who's going to the gulags to do hard labor, right?
Why are you winking at me right now?
Is that not slavery?
I just don't like you winking that close to me is all I'm saying.
Forcing them.
Dude.
I'm winking heavily, fam. Anyone who cannot see this, I'm winking.
You're not giving me the kiss of life right now.
Dude, there will be some gulags if the crazies ever really get in power. Like, I mean, the
Absolutely.
crazies, not just the left. They're mostly just dumbasses, and I don't agree with them, right?
Right.
But yeah, like if the crazy crazies ever get in power, there will be gulags on both sides.
Well, because there'd have to be. There'd have to be. They want the power. They're insecure about the lack of power, and it's not that they're good, because that's the thing is that I really want to dispel this shit that like I'm a liberal because I care a lot. Like you don't. Like, here's the thing. You can share things on Facebook. Listen to me, liberals. I love you all very much. And a lot of you listen to this podcast, and I love you and I thank you for it.
I just want to be popular.
But you're not a good person just because you like something or share something or sign a petition online or vote for the right person. You don't stop to help homeless people. You don't care actively about things outside of yourself and your life. And that's okay. That's okay. But you cannot just say, I'm moral because I voted for someone. I care about this certain topic. A lot of it is self-centeredness. A lot of the shit you tell yourself is because you're self-centered. You want to feel good about your in your belly. You want to feel good in your belly about who you are. And so you prop yourself up to be this person that you may or may not be. And as long as you can protect yourself from having to look inside yourself, then you're all right. Now, I'm not saying that the right doesn't do it in its own way, but I'm saying be fucking real. The motherfucker's in power. I don't feel like Trump's in power right now. Not socially. Not socially. Socially.
Not politically either.
Yeah, you can't fucking he may sign. Oh my God. Oh, I gotta find this one motherfucking thing too. Ooh, I gotta find it. Because he did this shit recently.
Though. Isn't that a little weird?
Yeah. He did this shit recently. Hang on, I gotta find Dum Dum Trump on Instagram because I follow him. Here we go. Hang on. What is going on? No. Okay, so he actually signed some literature. He signed some good shit about. No, I'll find it another way. Anyway, he signed this stuff. Like when he does things that the left wants him to do, there's no press about it. And I hate to be all like, oh, this is fake news. But like some things are like legit. Like it was a goddamn Newsweek article. I gotta find this shit. What's that nigga's name? Here, I'll find it. You gave me the kiss of life. Get of life. Are you touching yourself sexually right now?
I'm scratching the
I know where he is. It's
line.
Justin. I won't say his last name.
I'm gonna have to drain the peen at some point.
Well, it's raining right now, but you can always do that. I'm here for you if you want to.
I got some minutes. I'm just saying.
Here we go. Up. Trump signed the largest U.S. wilderness protection bill in a decade. Designates 375,000 new acres of protected land. And this is Newsweek. This is not Fox News. This is not fucking, Breitbart. This is Newsweek, like acknowledging that Trump signed the largest.
He's just trying to protect it for future generations of white people, and he'll deny people of color access to the land.
Do you hear that, liberals? Trump did something good. Say it. Say it. I want to hear you fucking say it.
No. It's just more land that he's stopping women from buying because women are advancing in power and have economic status now.
I was talking with this girl. This is a good story. I love this. Ready? I was talking with this girl yesterday.
What about women?
Women spelled WOMXN.
Did you just fucking disrespect me right now?
I'm trying to give you the kiss of life. I was talking with this girl yesterday, and she was like, well, what did she say? She said something to the effect of, she said, well, there's that thing about movies, like certain percentages, like what percentage of a movie has two female characters that are on the screen at the same time talking to each other that aren't talking about a man, that aren't talking about a relationship.
When the fuck does that happen in real life?
That's what I fucking no. That's what I fucking told her. She was like, she was trying to make some weird little social justice warrior point, not like a big one, but just we were having a conversation about other things.
Like a subtle
and she was
one,
like,
like a
yeah,
nuanced,
she was just
a
like,
nuanced
oh,
one.
it was like when we all do that thing where like I do it on this all the time. Like check out this. Remember this article thing, or we just pass around these different ideas. Like you only use 10% of your brain. Bullshit. Like we just talk around these things and just parrot them off to each other. So she parroted that thing about like there's a small amount of percentage of women in movies or the TV that talking to another woman that aren't talking about a man. And I asked her, I was like, do you know, like, how often do you have that conversation like to another woman that isn't about a guy or a relationship? And she's like, well, I mean, I don't,
like stutter,
I don't all the
stutter.
time. And I'm like, well, yeah, because you go to church. And she's like, oh, well, okay, yeah. she realized like, okay, outside of talking about church stuff, yeah, all right, yeah, we do that shit.
It's like, can I get a pass on like any? Yeah, totally. Dude.
Sometimes it has to do with what you want. Like, be real about what you want. There should be more women in this certain field. Okay, well, why aren't there more women I was just at the oil change place the other day. was at the oil change place at Oil Changers, and I was looking around, and there was actually a female on the crew. And I was like, not only was this strange that
like
one out of
she had like the side
dudes,
of her head shaved and
yeah.
like, you know, tats on her neck. And,
yeah.
Okay, I'm
I
just checking.
I would absolutely hit.
I'm
Absolutely.
I'm
dirty little fucking.
I'm just.
I wouldn't lick her asshole. Her asshole probably had hair on it.
I'm just
like
making sure,
like a child's drawing of the sun.
I'm just making sure that my prejudices have become so fucking refined that I am that accurate. You know what I mean? Like
I respect it, dude.
Like I had a vision. Like you said, a chick working in a crew to get at a Jiffy Lube. Like I fucking pictured her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, little like half Latino chick. Anyway, so she's on there, and I realized
just got out of Chowchilla and shit.
Right. This is or a recovery program, but like this is not a. Not only is this 1 out of 5 females or 5 people or 6 people on this crew, I've never seen a female on Oil Changers, and I'm like, why aren't there more? Is it possible, women, that it's because you don't fucking apply to Oil Changers? Girls, you may yell about like, well, why aren't there more women in this certain field?
Why aren't
have
you,
you
why aren't
applied?
You in that
have you
field?
Applied to Oil
Straight
Changers?
up.
Have you applied? Because in my Starbucks at my place in Pacifica, it's like 90% females.
Yeah.
Because you fucking applied there and you were the best for the job. There's like fucking something like 80% women in nursing field because you cocksuckers apply. We don't really apply to nursing. You don't apply to construction. We like different shit. It's okay to like different shit.
Go be a project manager at a fucking commercial pipe fitting. Like I don't,
right.
Whatever. Like go get that job, girl. You do you. You know.
Do you want to pee? Do you want me to drive you somewhere so you can pee?
I don't have to drain the peen this exact second. We're good. We can keep going. I'll let you know. I'll ring the bell.
Okay. How much longer do you want to do?
Do you need to pee?
No, I could pee.
You could pee.
We could go behind Lucky's and fucking.
There's a Denny's right there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Abuse the shit out of that Denny's.
Do you want to go walk into Denny's right now?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't want to eat anything from there, but
no, God forbid. Give me the kiss of life, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna pause. Hang on.
Check. Back in it. Back in the saddle. Yeah.
Right above my government Dumoulin. My government Dumoulin. Dumoulin is the last name of Daniel M.F. Doom.
All right.
Now it's really raining.
You know what someone tried telling me the other day?
What did they try telling you the other day?
They tried to tell me the fucking Muslims invented math. I wanted to fucking slap them.
Why were you in this conversation?
They could crush me with their thumb, but
was it
I was
Danny
like,
or?
no. Why would you disrespect her with that, bro? Damn.
I'm just kidding, Danny. I love you very much.
Holy shit, man.
I thought we were going to do something this last Saturday, but she didn't.
I'm gonna stick up for my girl on that one.
I'm not saying she actually did.
No,
I'm
I know.
just mentioning her name.
She gets recognition, actually. That's significant. Danny, you've been mentioned.
She was on the show.
Oh, I know. She was like, how come you didn't talk about me on your first episode? I was like, I'm sorry, bro. It didn't come up. 'Cause we're homies. We kick it. You know?
Wow, Danny.
I can understand.
Wow.
We're tight. You
Wow.
know? I
Hurry up on bad dreams.
Please be my friend. No. It was going off on like
Who was going off though?
Who
who do you know who talks that foulness?
I know, right? You know, it's a dude that's not even like liberal per se. It's just it's funny how far just society and like common things people. Oh, that's just common knowledge. It's right, that's a bunch of like just total fucking
like I was saying with the
political bullshit.
Females
Correct.
don't talk.
Correct.
You know. That's the other thing too.
Because we're talking about the New Zealand thing. Right?
I love a lot of female musicians, but most of their songs, like Fiona Apple as an example. Fiona Apple is one of my favorites. She's fucking phenomenal songwriter. Every fucking song is about a relationship or something to do with a relationship or breaking up with someone or being in love with someone or. I mean, like, one song is about, like...
See, guys get about as deep as Stacy's mom has got it going on.
This has been a very musical episode, I must say.
Yeah, no doubt.
I wish we could do some sort of a mashup of Kiss of Life. Is that the name of the song? Kiss of Life?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not that hip on my Sade right now.
Yeah.
So I apologize.
That and Stacy's mom.
Correct. Oh yeah. So what I was trying to say, Brad Pitt, dude, True Romance. That's the best Brad Pitt role. That was his first big role.
Shit, I've never. I don't think I've seen True Romance.
You have not seen True Romance?
Time.
Okay, in a long time. There you
I think I've seen it before, but not in like 20 fucking years, probably.
Such a good movie.
No, I also you know what
Such a
well,
good
you know what
movie.
movie I haven't seen in a while too, and Jim and Sam were talking about it. Magnolia. God, I want to watch
Dude,
Magnolia.
I've never seen
so,
Magnolia.
Are you out of your
I've
fucking
never
mind?
seen
It's a great
Magnolia.
movie,
I know,
dude.
I know, highly acclaimed. I get it, but I've never seen it. There's a lot of good movies I still haven't seen. But anyway, so this motherfucker was trying to say that Muslims invented math and shit,
Okay.
and I was
So,
like,
how do you know that he's not right?
that he's what?
Not right.
Okay, so they're
Is
called.
it
They're called. Okay, so
Whatever the way you're gonna frame it already, I can tell.
It's gonna be
It
heinous.
annoys me. It annoys me,
yes,
but
it annoys you.
I'm ready.
But I had to pull the dick out, right? Well, because we're like the whole frame of the conversation was based on
The
talking
story
about.
of Jake.
It was like talking about the fucking New Zealand thing, right? The New Zealand thing, and
I talked about it on the last episode. The only thing I talked about was I haven't gotten into it. I haven't had the mental capacity to care.
I saw the video.
Oh,
The same
damn
dude I was
it.
talking to this
See,
about. I
I
was staying in an
can't-
Airbnb with him. Fucking bro had the video up before, like as it was released. He was like, "What the fuck is this?" Before they pulled all the copies down. So I was watching it. and I'll just tell you this, dude. I'll just tell you this.
Fuck.
I'll just tell you this. I don't really want to see it again. Like I saw it. Like I'm good. Like it was fucking
I
heinous,
can't
dude.
do that shit. I can't
was
watch.
heinous, bro.
I can't watch some shit. Like I
It's totally
cannot.
heinous.
Besides the fact that I just haven't had the mental capacity to start digging into the news about it. But like I can't watch like Ogre. Remember Ogre.com?
No.
Ogreish. No, Ogreish. Or those sites. Like I'll even go to efucked is a good one. EFUCK or EFUKT.com. Or there's one like you know where like you see like deaths and murders and beheadings.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Like I can't see.
Yeah,
I
me
can't
neither.
see that shit, dude.
It's not good for. It's not good for your soul, dude.
It's
It's not good to watch that. Good for good reason.
For very good reason. Yeah, there's some sex stuff I can't unsee. Like, why would I want to fucking?
Why would I
Did I
wanna
ever tell you
No,
about the one?
we do. Okay, let's not like.
Nobody died.
Let's not.
Nobody died.
Let's not have this turn
Nobody
into one of
died.
those episodes. Why are you trying to violate me with this? See, you know I don't want to hear it.
I think
so
I
that's why
showed
it's
you the
like-
video.
That's why, like,
I think I
have
showed you
to.
the video.
Don't remind me. I probably wiped that shit, dude. I probably
Do
was
you
like
remember an Asian girl
fucking completely
with a bag
cash.
over her head?
No.
So
No.
he
Shut up. I don't want to hear it, dude. Like, I'm dead fucking serious. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I am totally good. I'm totally fucking cool.
But yeah, I can't handle the fucking.
Sometimes
can't
it's,
handle
yeah,
that
it's like,
fucking
why
foul.
the fuck? Yeah, it really does make you think. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with humanity, dude? Like, it's out there. All people are really good. Nah, shut the fuck up. It's not true.
That's the thing about good and evil too. So Jim and Sam were talking about it, and they were like, you know, is there inherent good like or inherent evil? Like, if you're one of those wildebeests who's getting killed on the plains, they were talking like that's, you know, I'm sure you're like this is bad, but it's not bad. It's also good. Like those lions have to eat. You know what I mean? So it's a wildebeest being stalked and
I would
fucking
argue-
having his asshole eaten.
I would
Like
argue,
that's good.
I would argue from a very metaphysical standpoint, like zooming way out through all of history with like my personal worldview,
Right.
it is bad, and that's bad that the world is going to have to live with. That is.
What do you mean?
That has become nature. That is.
What do you mean that's become nature?
That is what this is.
Lions are supposed to eat fucking broccoli all the time?
No,
That's how.
Not anymore.
That's nature.
not anymore. So the first death.
Oh, wait
right?
a second. Now
We
we're
talk about the
gonna
first
get real.
death.
Are you
We can
saying
get real?
Are you saying like Adam and Eve shit?
Yes.
God
Absolutely.
damn it, Jacob.
The first death. What was the very first death in the Bible?
Cain?
No.
Or no, Cain killed Abel.
It was an
Abel.
animal.
What?
That God himself killed and skinned to give Adam and Eve clothing.
Nigga, I've
for
read
their own
Genesis.
sin.
I didn't see that shit. What are you talking
I'll
about?
read it again.
Oh, okay.
That was the very first death, was something innocent that had to die to cover sin. As you see, that's like a theme that continues on and on and on, right?
Right.
So, anyway, without getting off on that. But yeah, but that is nature now. That's the way it is. Is that good? Is it evil? It's this is nature. This is justice, right? This is the way it is.
Okay, I don't come from that standpoint. I come from a standpoint
But that's a totally different view than saying like.
But that's what.
Well,
That's literally the lens that you look through.
What about this? What about this chick getting her fucking guts cut open and her entrails pulled out while she's alive? Is that good or is it evil? Or is it no? That's totally fucking evil because they did not need to do that to eat or survive.
I agree. But at the
There's
same
no
time,
justice in that.
Okay, but there is. What about? Let's get a little deeper into it. Let me posit a question that is very. It's not even controversial. It's an unanswerable. But like, didn't that killer need to kill? Like if he's a genuine killer, like if he's a born killer, if he's a born John Wayne Gacy piece of fucking shit.
You really believe anyone's born a killer? I believe we're all born with the capacity to kill.
I believe we're all born with capacity, for sure. There's a lot of good people I know who have killed people. But I'm saying there's a difference between someone who shot somebody in a gang and someone who like is legitimately like because there are people who
I get it, but I'm like, how much time do you want to spend deciphering between crazy fucking wackos and somebody that was defending themselves or in some gang violence? Like I get it.
In this conversation, it's interesting to me. In when it comes to the criminal justice, I don't give a fuck. Like put you away, like or kill you. But we're not in criminal justice right now. We're just
endorsing capital punishment.
But we're just
he's
picking
come out
apart
on the show right now.
We're just picking apart like because I guess some sort of like because as an example, Dahmer didn't have like a super violent, fucked up childhood. I'm pretty sure I remember the documentaries that I've watched about it. Like he didn't have. You know the childhood that some serial killers have, and yet he kind of
turned him into a killer.
Okay, so then what do you think? It's like evil?
Yeah, his own self. Yeah, the decisions he makes to meet his needs. This is the way I'm going to meet my needs. Is like this. Okay. This is how I'm going to get mine.
But see, but then there was a filter in him, or wasn't born in him, that was born in the rest of us to make us go, I'm not going to do that.
Oh no, he had the filter. He cut it out.
But you can't. No, I don't think that happens. Okay, maybe in some ways with like somebody who, like I said, with like a gang fight or
once upon a time
you kill your girlfriend because she cheated type of shit. Like you cut that filter out. But
no, that's an act of passion. It's totally different.
Okay, but you still cut your filter out. You still override.
Red. He wasn't seeing red. That shit was like premeditated.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I'm saying, seeing red.
But I'm saying that's not. I don't think Dahmer is a series of poor decisions that leads him. I think Dahmer was just born a little different than the rest of us.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have been. He was probably extremely mismanaged, and he probably didn't have any good outlets for however different he was. And yeah, I think it's really fucking naive to think that people don't choose between good and evil. I think that's pretty dumb. To think it's all just nature.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You don't have any control.
I see what you're saying. No. I agree with you.
Oh, no, he made the decision, and he knew that it was bad, and he knew he was hurting people. He made the decision to, over time, not one single conscious decision, but he made himself a complete sociopath. That's what
I don't know but there are some kids who are fucking sociopaths.
That's true.
So like, where's that line? Where are the kids who are like, you and I probably both know kids who like, okay, we all like kill an animal when we're boys do anyway. We all like, I fucking cut open a lizard. You know what I mean? Like,
sexist.
But like, we all do like weird shit like that when we're kids. But there's a difference. Like there are boys who grow up like intentionally hunting down and like murdering and like some sick, weird, twisted shit. Like, and they're born that way.
You really think they were born that way?
Kind of. Yeah, I think there's something to that. You can't choose
totally
evil when
naive.
I mean, okay, you can't choose evil to that level when you're fucking 5.
You really
you can
don't
be selfish and shitty and evil and mean and
I'm sorry.
a kid.
I was going to come out and say this. Like, I appreciate all the parents out there, but dude, you really think parents are good parents?
Well,
it's like kids raising kids, bro.
Okay, yeah, okay. But I'm saying, but again, it goes back to Dahmer. No,
you traumatize a kid wrong in one fucking way, and you can snap their shit up.
But you and I both know people who have had way worse childhoods than you and I, and they're wonderful people.
It's true.
So then, where's that line?
I think that's a inner will kind of thing.
Maybe
inner volition.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I think there are some kids were just born a little different. Like chemically.
Okay, bro, a little different chemically, and I'm gonna go fucking cut people up, keep them in my freezer, and eat them slowly over the course of years.
Obviously,
Like
it takes
completely
time
different.
to get there. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, did not seek help, or did not receive the help needed, did not seek healthy outlets, did not seek.
All right.
I'm sorry. Like you're trying to take the.
So you're saying.
Off.
So you're saying
you're
actually
trying to make this mystical
No.
thing about the universe of. Oh, just
I'm positing
a
maybe. I'm positing a question about it. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying
I will agree.
It's possible.
I will agree
that the killer who killed did what they thought they needed to do. Is it objectively wrong? Of fucking course. Should we lock that piece of shit up? Abso-fucking-lutely.
I mean, we have mental institutions for a reason.
Yes, absolutely. We need to utilize them a lot fucking more. Look in San Francisco, anywhere.
We defunded them and shot them all out on the street and said, "Make sure you come here to pick up your meds," and then they never do. So
right.
That's what you got going on right now.
But
anyway,
you understand what I'm saying? No. I'm interested in the idea of good and evil. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's a force outside of us.
Who defines good and evil?
That's to my point. That's what I'm saying is that, like, the lion eating the fucking gazelle, like, it's evil for the gazelle, but it's also good for the lion.
Do you believe that human nature is different than animal nature?
No, I don't think so. In some ways.
You're talking into a fucking microphone right now.
Yeah, nigga, but I still have the
you're
tackle.
Arguing,
remember the 40? Remember the 40-year-old version? Tackle the gazelle. That's in me, the same as it is in a fucking lion.
Yes, because you are a physical creature.
Yes,
but you're debating with me instead of stabbing me in the neck.
Right, but
now.
I'm not saying. Of course. Well,
no, I'm sorry.
Human nature.
Human nature is objectively different
of course,
than animal nature.
Of course it is.
Objectively.
But I'm saying all the way down at the bottom, all the way down at the base, all the way down there.
You need to
like
eat
Nell.
You need to eat and come. Yeah, I get it.
Yes.
Because you have a body. You're a creature.
Do you remember Nell?
Yeah.
The story where like the girl was like by herself in the woods for years and years, like through her whole development and everything. Like, there's something.
She was a manimal.
She was a goddamn manimal.
She was a fucking manimal.
You take away the social structure, I think eventually.
But why is there a social structure?
So that we don't do that.
That's because that's not our nature. Is social structure. Our nature is hierarchy. Or else we wouldn't have
There's lots of hierarchies all over nature as well, though.
Correct. Ours is much more fucking sophisticated.
Oh, no, for sure. And we're way better. Don't get me wrong. We're way better and we're way more valuable objectively than fucking lions. I'm just saying.
Our nature is to create. Our nature is to invent. Our nature is to think thoughts that were never inspired, that came from just within us, right?
Totally.
Like we are obviously a completely special and different creature.
Absolutely.
From animals. And we have our own distinct nature from the animal world.
Right.
As does the ocean, as do the stars, have a completely different nature from the animal world. So these all have like their own realms, in my view, and they're not all necessarily as perfectly fucking intertwined and connected as everybody wants them to be.
Touché.
They all kind of maintain their own space.
I see what you're saying.
Right?
So like maybe the gazelle and the lion analogy or example is more
kind of
perfectly more perfectly an example of good and evil being subjective. But so maybe that is a better example. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know, it's an interesting topic to think about. Because again, I'm not saying that this is a definite idea. I'm trying to figure this out.
Who teaches you good and evil?
Social construct.
Interesting. Who teaches the social construct?
We do.
How does the social construct come about?
Well, we do. I think in general, society is created, and I agree, it is a natural occurrence in humans, so that we don't all kill each other or rape each other.
You will not fucking survive in the wild by yourself.
Yeah.
Period.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, maybe you can. I mean, it takes a special kind of dude, like, to live literally all by
Bear
yourself.
Grylls.
Bro. It's not normal, okay? Manimals are not common, okay?
I'm not saying it would be.
You know, it's not
no,
common.
I'm not. I know.
You need
I'm
people,
just. I'm
you know?
interested. I'm interested in the idea of
how do you
of
reproduce
good and
all
evil
by yourself? Just like our whole existence,
right?
Really does revolve around cooperation with other people.
Totally.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how that necessarily completely cinches up my idea of positing whether it's good and bad.
Yeah, good and evil. Once again, okay, well, I'm going to say there's I'm going to say it's spiritual at the end of the day. Like there's
Yeah.
no it doesn't good and evil does not necessarily serve. Okay. So there's two different types of ways of looking at all of this, like spirituality, politics, society, etc. One is the I'm trying to think of the correct word for it, but it's utilitarian. So if you're looking at everything from a purely utilitarian standpoint, you're going to be missing like the whole fucking picture.
Utilitarian, what do you mean?
Utilitarian meaning, oh, well, it serves this purpose that's purely material.
Okay.
Oh, well, we just make up these ideas of good and evil because
Oh, I see.
money or
Right,
whatever, right?
Or even society.
Or be correct,
to protect ourselves.
right? To
Got it.
protect society.
Right.
Well, you know what? I don't subscribe to that at all.
Yeah, I hear that.
You know,
I hear that.
What does bitches not being raped every day have anything to do with society functioning? We'd all still eat. We'd have clean water. Why not just rape bitches all day?
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it serves zero utilitarian purpose to not let stronger men overpower weaker women and force their dick inside of them.
So it's almost like an altruism, a spirituality component is natural, and yeah, that makes sense. So what's the other way? So there's utilitarian and there's what, spiritual? What's the word for that?
Yeah, I would call it transcendent.
Okay.
Right? So
Okay.
you're transcending above any carnal or material virtues, because there's really not a lot of virtue in the carnal and material unless it's striving towards something. Right?
And I think that's natural too, because if you look at most of us, not all of us, but most of us, when you look at the idea of, well, we can get away with murdering people, or we can, or as rape as an example, I'm sure for a long, long time it was okay in certain countries it still is, like to
damn
brown people,
some heat, bro.
it's okay. It was okay to rape girls, but there was something in us that maybe isn't society. But see, why is it still okay over there, though?
I think people just have zero fucking clue exactly how Christian their culture really is, whether they want it to be or not. It is so deeply ingrained. Dude, it is so deeply ingrained. And all of these morons, dude, all these morons running around, we're all the same. Oh, they're just like us. No, bro, they are not just like us. I'll tell you that right now.
That is a good point.
You are going to see some...
Nigga, that is a good fucking point.
You are going to see some manimal shit that you just have no
So
fucking
where does
clue
it
about.
say, where does it say in the fucking Quran that it's okay to rape a motherfucker? Or maybe what is missing from the Quran?
The Quran, the Quran is really a book of war. Like, it's not like a book of
I haven't read the
spirituality
shit, so I
or
don't know.
worship. I'm definitely not a theologian about it, so don't
Right,
ask me
right.
too many pointed questions.
Right.
The whole thing is about how do you spread this by force is the main point of the Quran. How do you create something to be scary and intimidating and easily followed?
Right.
And how do you make clear
How do you
definitions
pressure
of
people
different...
into it? How do you
Correct.
spread this?
Exactly. And this
But is it coming from a place of power or fear or both?
I have my personal opinions about it that I don't have any facts to back it up with.
Right.
I think it is some really nasty, evil spiritual shit, and there is that
Yeah, that's
spiritual
true.
component.
And there's definitely a power component, because otherwise there wouldn't be so much government
Dude, the whole
mixing
thing-
in with the church.
Bro, yeah, Islam is like it's a political structure. It's much less a religious structure.
Yeah,
There's a
that's
spiritual aspect to it. The
Right.
whole thing is basically a political playbook on how to go take shit over and conquer land.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you think it's changed, well,
You're not paying attention.
not paying attention.
Right.
Correct. You're fucking blind.
Right.
You
Fucking
know,
Charlie Hebdo.
Bro, have you seen the clips of the imams? They're willing to die.
Yeah.
They don't care. They're not bearing sons. They're not bearing daughters. We will go give them sons. We will give them daughters. We will bring them pain, we will fill their lands with our children. Are you fucking nuts? Rolling in the trains into Europe? We pray to Allah, we bring pain to their women. Woe to their sons. This is some medieval.
Fear is an incredible thing. Fear is an incredible thing. Holy fuck. Yeah, no,
that's too dumb to be scared anymore,
that's,
though. Dude.
Yeah. No, I'm saying they're scared of living any life that's different. They're scared of what they don't know. They're scared of losing power. They're scared of what they're told to be afraid of. Like fucking Hitler with the Jews. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure you could go off on your own tangent about it. But as far as Hitler with the Jews, he was like, nigga, Germans, it's the goddamn fucking Jews. I keep telling you, you don't have any money. You're starving to death. It's the fucking Jews. It's the fucking bankers. It's the goddamn fucking Jews. And the fear just whips us into this frenzy. We're like, oh my.
You talk shit about a lot of people more than Jews too, but yeah.
I agree, but I'm saying like that was one of the big fucking things is fear made and I don't think Hitler necessarily didn't believe that. I think he believed what he was fucking saying.
Let me ask you a question. In 1930, you think America liked Jews?
No. I mean, I think we liked them more than Germany.
I'm sorry to throw it out there, but it's like everybody tries to define certain ideologies by what they don't like about it, but that's not a true definition. It's kind of like
what do you mean?
It's kind of like me trying to define Santa Clara by just what I don't like about it, and not by its essence or its history or anything about it, right? So, like, just saying, fascists didn't like Jews. Well, nobody fucking liked Jews.
Yeah, touche.
So America was fascist, right?
Right. You ever heard Pat Cooper, the comedian?
No.
Fucking hilarious. I think he's still alive. But anyway, Pat Cooper talked about being, I think it was the 50s, where he was, maybe the 60s, where he was the first openly Italian star. Yeah. Think about that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Italians were shit on? What? Like, I didn't know that shit.
I'm gonna say
he
this
was
right
the
now.
first openly Italian motherfucker.
I'm gonna say this as the most Anglo-British Isles motherfucker maybe to have ever been born. No, that's not true. But I'm muddier than that. But look,
mostly in your crack.
If there are two people
who are shit yourself.
Who are
Is it matted? Is it hairy? I've seen your hairy ass. This is the second time your hairy ass.
You could get the scissors out and just cut chunks off like a
chow
chow, like a dog.
Like if you dropped an SOS pad in an angel food cake.
Yeah, dude, like that. Dude, two groups of people that need two groups of people that need way more love. I'm talking historically, right?
Yes.
Like, you better go up and thank these motherfuckers, because the whole world as you know it would not exist today without them. Italians and Poles.
Polish? Really?
Polish. Oh yeah, bro. There would be no Europe.
John from the podcast would be very happy with you. Why
there would be no Europe without the Polacks. Europe would have been gone a long fucking time ago. Conquered, enslaved, just dead.
Where the fuck were they in goddamn 1935?
They were fighting. They got their ass kicked.
All right.
Yeah.
Germany was just a lot more goddamn prepared.
Something like that. They were like, check these tanks out. Y'all didn't know we were building, nigga.
Right.
3 or 4 niggas trying to cave in Europe. They just...
3 or 4 Nazis trying to cave in Europe.
Germany pulled some hood shit in Europe, dude.
They did, dude. Twice they did that shit.
Correct.
Fucking shit.
Correct. But who really kicked it off? Italy.
Really?
Well,
the Second World War?
I mean, he was like,
Mussolini.
The inspiration. Right?
Mussolini, really? He got it. Well, whoa. But Hitler would have done that shit without Mussolini, wouldn't he?
Mussolini was like his fucking his idol.
Okay. Well, he was a lot less serious about it, though. He must have been like a fucking...
Says who?
Well, fucking... He didn't run Italy the same way fucking Germany was run by Hitler.
How do you know?
I guess I don't.
What about Franco in Spain?
I don't know.
About the Spanish Civil War?
He did some foul shit, didn't he?
I mean... Cleaned up the streets.
Wait. But Jake, they're brown.
What do you mean?
So Spanish people were of Latin descent, so obviously they're morally superior to whites.
No.
Okay.
Latin people are of Spanish descent.
I know, I'm making fun of liberals.
Okay, I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Brown good, white bad. No, Yeah,
what about the Spanish Civil War? What about Codrianu? What about, we can do the
What about Mao? What about fucking Mao? What about Pol Pot? What about all these? What about Idi Amin?
Okay, I'm just going to
brown people, Asian people, as far as the eye can see, being complete pieces of shit.
Total savages, dude. Look,
you fucking idiots. White bad. Duh.
I'm just going to posit this, okay, just for people to chew on, that everything that was going on post World War I, okay, which is when
Something about Ottoman Empire. That's all I remember.
Russia was lost. Okay, the communists won the street war in Russia.
Against who though?
Against the czars and the.
Were the czars doing bad shit?
I mean, they kind of like sucked, but they weren't like.
It was more like a royalty type of thing, like the royal family type of shit.
Yeah, that's
like, it
normal.
wasn't as.
Did we need one here?
Definitely.
We obviously need one here.
It definitely. Well, we have our own version.
We've got a bunch of dumbasses throwing rocks at each other at this fucking point. You know.
We ain't nothing. By the way, can we just say for a second, for all the people who are upset about life, because this is one of the points I make on this fucking podcast, upset about life right now, fucking, like, Nixon was like a couple years ago, dude. He hired some motherfuckers, like, he did some foul shit. And that was a couple of years ago.
Good for him. That's a real gangster, dude. He was like, I am not losing power. Fuck you.
Fuck you. But, like, that was nothing compared to the shit. Like, this is not that bad. Just because you hear a lot of, like that's another thing as far as the quote-unquote fake news or whatever. Oh, a bunch of Muslims were killed in New Zealand. Like, you motherfuckers aren't talking at all about South Africa and the white genocide. Y'all motherfuckers are not talking at all about the Christians and how persecuted and murdered the Christians are in a lot of in the Middle East. You don't give a fuck. Too. Brown people did it, so it's good. You fucking foul fucks.
Dude, like
God, I'm angry at liberals right now.
Basically, all of North Africa used to be like.
But don't say a racist joke on Twitter.
All of North Africa.
Power.
All of North Africa used to be like Greek, Mediterranean, and Christian.
Yeah. Now I'm sure Christians did their own foul shit, but like even then, even the fucking the what was it? The Crusades. Both sides did some crusade shit, dude. Both sides.
Dude, the Crusades were 100% justified.
Wait a second. But I'm saying at the very least, it wasn't just a bunch of Christians doing foul shit. Muslims were fighting back and doing their own version of crusading all over the fucking place.
The Crusades were a response to 250 years of being invaded and conquered by Islam.
What?
Yes. They were going down there.
That wasn't what my YouTube video showed me.
The Crusades were going back down into the Holy Lands to reconquer them because they'd been conquered by Islam.
Okay.
So you want to talk about who threw the first stone? Well,
I love that, by the way, on your episodes, we can go from 3 or 4 niggers trying to cave in your roof.
You just said a hard R, bro.
I did. I don't give a shit.
You nigger right now.
Go fuck yourself. Unlisten to the podcast, faggots. 3 or 4 niggers trying to cave in your roof to fucking good and evil and Islam. the fucking barbarians.
And that's what I was saying about Poland. So Poland stopped the Ottoman invasion of Europe. Like, they whooped the fucking Muslims back. Like, dude, half of the fucking modern history of Europe that we have left from any books that they didn't fucking burn on their way is a history of Muslims invading Europe and then having to kick them out.
Right. And
you know why the Saudis still wear that stupid fucking headband around their shit, right?
That picnic blanket.
Yeah, that's to commemorate the Emirate of Cordoba.
Oh, it's that nigga Cordoba, though.
Or the Caliphate of Cordoba, if you will. And that would be Spain. Because they had conquered Spain, and then they lost Spain. And so they will forever wear that stupid little thing until they get Cordoba back. Until they own Spain again.
Interesting.
They view that as part of their empire in Europe.
I did not know that.
Turkey used to be white. Turkey used to be Christian.
Interesting.
Constantinople.
Right.
Now Istanbul. All right. So the whole history of the world is people warring with each other and trying to conquer each other. All you faggot little fucking pussy bitches need to understand that the world is not a nice place.
This is a racist tweet.
And they're all racist. You think the fucking Han Chinese aren't racist?
Oh my God.
You should see the shit they talk about Jews and white people. And
dude, there are some fucking everybody's a little fucking racist.
Basically,
like,
everybody's
even me, like,
hyper racist, except white people are not allowed to be because reasons.
But that's the other thing, too, as I was thinking about this, is like when we brought up the Jews. There are some things that Jews do on the whole that I don't like. I don't like
Hitler left half of them alive. He's like, I'm just letting y'all know. Look, you talk shit about me. I know you're going to talk shit about me, but now I'm just reminding you.
But I like a lot of Jewish individuals, but maybe I won't necessarily,
I like a lot of Muslim individuals.
Absolutely. But maybe I won't hang around with them when they start to complain about their health problems. Like I like a lot of black people, but maybe I won't go to them for financial advice. You know what I mean? I like a lot of Asians. I like a lot of Asians, but maybe I won't get in a car with them. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, can I just drop this mic for you, dude?
Thank you. Do it.
Oh, bro.
But it's okay to judge each other. It's okay to judge each other. It's just some light judging. It's just some light why can't I be a little racist? Why can't I be a little It's not a power struggle. It's not a power grab. I don't think Asians shouldn't be allowed to drive. I don't think Jews shouldn't be allowed to complain. I don't think blacks shouldn't be allowed to be poor.
I'm gonna disagree with you on almost all of those points. But so back to this point. So anyway, we got off on that tangent. But yeah, all of Europe. Okay, so the commies won the street fight in Russia.
You give me the sweetest taboo.
We are talking taboo here. Yeah, sure. Yeah, fucking Smokey the Bandit over here. The commies won the fight in Russia, right? Mm-hmm. That was heavily Jewishly influenced, right?
Really?
Dude, fucking Jewish publications in Israel to this day brag about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, like it's not.
Wait, is that part of the reason why Germany was mad at fucking? I didn't even realize that was connected. What the fuck? Where the fuck have I been?
You know where Antifa started?
Where?
Germany. Maybe it was Italy. I don't know. Europe, bro. Back in the fucking 30s. So, yeah. Anyway, so
now it's some faggot who can't even swing. Now it's some fat girl.
I don't know. There's a couple of them I want to fuck with, but on the whole, yeah, I like bring it.
I'm sorry. There's one. I'm sorry. Shout out to the. She's not fat. She's a little thick girl with purple hair who listens to the podcast. I love you. Don't worry about it. But you know what I'm goddamn saying. There's a lot of fucking Antifa bros. Like now they're carrying the mantle. They can't even fucking fight. You can't even do nothing. You complain on Twitter. That's your fucking. Look at how good of a person I am. Go fuck yourself.
So the whole thing in Europe was an enormous street battle that was being headed by communists. So they were very, trying to fucking take over, basically. Britain, not so much. America, not so much. They tried in both places. We had this really good sort of post-industrial revolution thing going on where people are like, we've sort of acclimated to the urban life and our life's pretty good and we still got property rights.
Yeah, we're making fucking money and
shit.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, life's not great, but when is it ever? You're being kind of a little bitch, like, But in some parts of Europe, they didn't have it so good, so they were getting a lot of fucking street shit going on. And so the whole thing all across Europe, dude. Spanish Civil War, Franco won. Right wing won that shit.
Right.
Dude, communists were doing heinous shit. They were like digging up fucking priests' bodies and shit, and like pissing on them, and like having sex on top of them, and like hanging all the crosses upside down at the churches, and like, dude, they were doing some heinous shit in Spain. And so they were like, dude, like we're fighting back against this. So the whole fascist uprising in Europe was in response to communism.
Okay. And
it was a way of it was also a response to the Industrial Revolution. That gets super complicated. But yeah, I mean, the whole word fascism comes from the fasces, the bundle of sticks holding together the strongest axe, right, which is hanging in our Hall of Congress. Those axes that are hanging on either side of the flags. Yeah, it's an ancient Roman symbol of unity, right, and tradition. So that was the backlash against
America's the shit, dude. I'm so happy I live here.
I love the
dude. This is fucking great. God damn.
Stop the coffee bean. This is like a dream.
What in the hell did you just say to me?
Nothing.
But all right, continue. Yeah, because I've started to read about the fucking the Gulag Archipelago, Like
yeah.
they were foul. These niggas, fucking.
Oh, yeah. They gave.
And
no
you give us a
fucks.
couple of years into the Bernie situation, dude. That's no good, dude. We can't. It's not a couple of years. It would take longer, I think.
I'm
like,
less worried about Bernie. I'm kind of like.
yeah,
you
no,
know,
he's not even all that. Nobody gives a shit about Bernie anymore.
I almost was endearing toward Bernie until he took the new tact. Like 2016 shit he was saying is like way different than the shit he's saying today. I almost think back to the 2016 Bernie, and I'm like, you're pretty cool if you weren't such a commie. Like, you're actually pretty spot on a lot of stuff. Like, I agree with you for all the wrong reasons, and I agree with you about the problems, and I have different ideas of solutions, right?
Right. That's exactly what we're really doing.
Yeah, but Gulag
mostly.
The Gulag Archipelago. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of serious shit that happened. But yeah, so it was a fight against communism. Is basically what it was. And it wasn't just that. Of course, it's very subtle, right? It's a fight against, they were like, well, fuck you, Germany, because you broke the, Treaty of Versailles and all this other stuff. So Britain was all fucking mad about it. And it was the banks in Britain that were pretty pissed about them not using their currency anymore that they had told them they had to use under the Treaty of Versailles, and et cetera, et cetera. They're rebuilding their own economy, which they weren't supposed to do. And so, like, it was a big, huge shit sandwich. And then a bunch of terrible, awful shit happened. But that's how it all started, right? So, yeah, just to define it by, like, one defining factor. Like, oh, well, it was just Hitler, and he just wanted to kill Jews. We didn't even know the fucking Holocaust was happening until after we won. We didn't fight World War II to save fucking Jews.
Right.
That's a lie.
Right.
That's a fantasy. That's a fable.
Right.
That had nothing to do with it.
Here's the thing, too.
That was an after-the-fact conclusion.
Because, I mean, it's not like there are only two options, but let's take a.
You really think Americans in 1935 would have been like, "Let's go save the Jews"? They would have been like, "Fuck them, I don't give a fuck."
But let's be real about a couple of things. The big thing that I want to transition into is this idea of globalism versus nationalism. Yeah, nationalism has a lot of goddamn downfalls, especially when you have fear and religion, like certain religions anyway, and Christians can be foul too, don't get me wrong. Fucking all day. But like, see, nationalism has its fucking downfalls, and there's a lot of stupid shit when it comes to fighting and all this shit, right? But there's also, you want to give all power into one siphon? Like, that's not good. That's
like
not
the dumbest
good.
Fucking, you must be one dumb.
That's
the
fucking
dumbest nigga
stupid.
that ever was a dumb nigga.
You wanna like, even the goddamn UN, which is useless. They're powerless, really. They're just like, they're like hall monitors. But I said you're not supposed to do that. Whatever. Like, UN, a bunch of countries in the UN, like, I think it was like 48 voted yes, 3 voted no, and we were one of them that voted no. Anti-Nazi, neo-Nazi, and any white any hate or supremacist speech and congregating. And we were like, no. And like, someone liberal shared it as if to say, because the headline was like, U.S. one of only 3 countries that says we're okay with Nazis type of shit. It's like, no. We didn't say we're okay with Nazis. We said, you motherfuckers we are unequivocally against Nazis and all hate, but we're not going to get on motherfuckers for speech or for peacefully congregating. We're not going to stop people from peacefully congregating, even if what they believe is foul.
Like, the solution's worse than the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You think you want a virtue signal and make fucking I mean, UN can't make actual laws, but like, you want to actually set it up so that people can't congregate peacefully. Or, I mean, again, I'm not a god. I don't believe in what the KKK, but the KKK should be allowed to get together. They should be allowed. They should be allowed. They should be allowed to fucking get together and talk shit, because they're fucking. If you really look at it, they're just a bunch of pathetic little babies.
Mostly FBI agents, right?
I don't know about that, but at the very least, even at their worst, there's like 7 of them motherfuckers, and they're boring. Impotent little fucking babies. They're not fucking doing anything. They're not doing anything. Not anymore. They don't have no fucking power.
Yeah, when's the last
They're
time
not
the
lynching
KKK
motherfuckers.
lynched
Jesus fucking Christ.
Calm
Get
the
over
fuck
it,
down.
man. Let motherfuckers, because the end game to shutting that down is we're going to shut down other shit. You think bullies give, like, when a bully gets your money today, they're going to come back tomorrow and say, "Hey, thanks for the money. Thanks for the money. Everything else is fine. All I needed was that 5 cents." No, he's going to want 6 cents tomorrow.
and then 7, and then 8. Yeah, it never ends. It's never enough. What was I talking about? God damn it, Muslim math. Okay, so this is because we were off talking about kind of sort of all of that, not all of that, but similar stuff because it was brought up with the New Zealand thing that happened, and I was like, it's somehow this dude comes off with. Dude, fucking Muslims invented math, basically, because of Arabic numerals. I'm like, okay, first of all, Arabic numerals. So a way of defining numerology. Okay, they spread that specific version, but it was incomplete because who invented the number 0?
Chinks? No, I just wanted to
Close.
say it.
Indians. This is my favorite number, 0. But what if it only cost $0?
Maybe they like the number 0 because that's how much deodorant they use.
That's how much. It's how much they want to pay. It's how many times a week they shower. They love 0, bro. 0 is their favorite fucking number.
For 0 for if they're for what they feel about what women are worth. Indians ain't that bad. They're not as bad as Muslims.
No, we're talking a lot of shit here, but yeah. So I was like, okay. So then 0 was added. But first of all, it's Arabic numerals, not Muslim. I was like, dude, Islam's only been around since fucking 600 AD-ish. 622, whatever.
Right.
Okay. You're telling me, dude, you want to tell me?
The Chinese did that fucking, they've been into math for a long time.
Bro, thank you. Are you telling me the fucking ancient Egyptians didn't have maths in fucking 3000 BC?
Yeah.
They didn't know math?
Yeah.
Oh, they just threw that shit up there on accident? Oh, they didn't know math. Oh, because we had to wait for the peaceful, beautiful, fucking holy, sacred Muslims to come along.
Brown good.
They had to come civilize us.
Right.
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah, we got civilized by the Muslims. Yeah.
And then we've been continuing to civilize, and they've been like going backwards.
Yeah.
In fact, Iran in the 70s will look like goddamn Palo Alto. Like you motherfuckers. It's fear. It's the small God fear. Oh, I always have to wear something on my face, otherwise God's not going to be happy. Oh, I always have to protect, otherwise I need to please God. Your God's too small, faggot. Brown piece of shit. Fucking stop.
Your God
stop.
sucks ass.
God damn it. And I don't mean brown piece of shit like they are piece of shit for being brown, but you happen to be a black bastard. You happen to be a brown bastard.
Wow.
Ugh.
Fire tonight.
I love getting to say whatever the fuck I want. I love it. I love it.
Do you know how fucking heinously upset I was at that fucking Muslim math? I was like, bro, dude, Egyptians didn't have math. The Chinese, the fucking palaces they built in BC times. Like, you're telling me you what? Fucking Muslims invented math. Suck my dick. Muslims invented math.
Bottom line is, everybody, I just want us all to just be on the same page that we all suck. We're all horrible and beautiful. Everything's okay and bad. And remember to just relax.
Remember to thank Whitey every once in a while for everything he's done. Just thank
a comedian. I won't say who because he asked me not to. A comedian out of nowhere sent me something that said, if I see one more white man talk shit about white men, I'm going to cut off his clit. I just love that. I love that.
Very harsh.
What a bunch of babies. I'm going to get up on stage and talk about how shitty my people are. You fucking baby. You fucking baby.
Do you like me now?
Please fuck me. Please fuck me. Just ask girls out, faggot.
Am I acceptable
It's not that
now?
hard.
Am I acceptable now? Do you like me now?
Anyway.
It's like, oh yeah, everyone's really attracted to people that hate themselves. That's like top tier confidence boost, bro. You hate yourself and your people. You got no.
Ooh, my pussy's wet.
Yeah. Oh wow, splooshing all over the place. Oh wow, you hate yourself for who you are.
Lack of confidence.
I've never wanted to be with someone more. Okay. Great quote on all this like little history rant and all of these things that we've
put it in a bow.
Right?
I love you.
Put it in a bow. It's a quote. I don't remember who from or when, but it's stuck in my mind for a long time.
Is it Mark Morrison?
No,
Return of
bro,
the Mac, dude?
It is not Mark Morrison.
I love that
That
fucking
song is hard as fuck. Don't get me
You
wrong.
got me horny, get all night.
That song came into my head all night. It's a hard song. So, traditions are solutions to problems that we forgot we had.
Yep. Oh, that's a good one. That's a great one.
been living life with these traditions and avoiding problems for so long, these problems start arising because you start removing these traditions. Because what's the point of the traditions? They're just stupid old fables, right?
That's what Shapiro talks about.
And then the problems start arising.
These globalists, these guys who want to just get rid of tradition. Instead of asking ourselves why we have the tradition and maybe tweaking it or setting up something else, they just want to burn it all to the ground because it's all power-based. It's all white men and privilege and bullshit. It's like, wait, there's a reason why, as an example, men and women. There's a reason why we have made the social construct of treat women, and maybe the extreme is that women are weak. Okay, yeah, that's an extreme. That's bad. But it also was set up societally, it was set up good because your biceps are smaller than ours and we can overpower you and rape you really easily. So we need to be nice to you, and part of the way to do that is for us to see you differently than us. Even when it comes to small shit like stand up when the lady is about to sit, or open the door for her, so that we can remember that you are different than us, and we can't step to you the same way. We can't smack you in the fucking face if you're talking shit like we could smack a dude if he's talking shit.
Bill Burr.
You know what I mean? Like we have to there's traditions for a reason, you know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah, people here's kind of the flip side of that. They all say, "Oh, well, it's all power based and it's a construct." And the reality is, when you take a group of people and you completely destroy their history, and you pervert their history, and you tell them lies about who they really are, and you destroy their identity, and you dehumanize them, and you take away any sense of pride that they can have in themselves, how easy do you think they are to control?
You're talking about white people?
Yeah. So I'm going to say there's a little bit of a scam going on of, okay, there's this little burr in our ass that won't go away, and we need to fix this problem. So I would say it's the opposite. It's them trying to break down tradition, break down people's identity, dilute people's history, tell them that they're evil, all of this shit. That's the power grab. You're trying to make people more malleable and easy to control.
And the reason why they're doing that is because they think that power is a zero-sum game.
Correct.
They think that, okay, you have the power, so it's fine if we use your same tactics to get the power back. We're all in the shit rat race. We're all slaves, if you will, to Starbucks or a shit job or the government or to the cops or whatever. We're all in this same boat here. Are some things easier for some than others? Yeah, okay, some things, but also some things are easier for, like, blacks as an example. Are some things sometimes easier for whites when it comes to applying jobs at certain jobs? Maybe, but also, by the way, are you wearing dreads? Are you showered? Are you wearing a suit like the white motherfucker who went into the job to like, or are you like
rolling into your white tee with your fucking
right? So okay, first things first.
Like
if you took
weed
away
and shit.
all right, smelling like fucking, I cannot fucking meet a black guy that's not smelling like fucking weed, for the love of God. Well, it's legal now.
We'd love
if
for
I
you to
went
be
into
our
a job, if I went into a job and my breath smelled like fucking vodka, would I get hired? Stop.
We'd love for you to be our sales manager. Yeah, totally, bro.
Right.
Here's a team of 15.
But there's a yeah, okay, maybe, and part of that not just is the idea of the other factors like, hey, are you dressed nice, but also the other factors of, yeah, it might be a little harder because the last black guy who came in here did jump the turnstile. The last black guy who came in here did smell like weed. The last black guy in here, like, experience teaches us. So that's another factor
Called a pattern.
But it's also easier for black guys to get fucking laid in many instances. As far as societal wise, there's a culture of for black men, it's a culture of learn how to be more aggressive in a good way towards women, and sometimes in a bad way. But like, learn how to be more aggressive in a good way towards women. You know what I mean? Like, and that's so it's easier for them at fucking clubs. It's easier for them at fucking at the fucking in the rap studio.
No one's allowed to, because then it's like sexism or something.
Right, but there's give and take. There's back and forth. There's things that are easier for some that are, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a zero sum game. That's a stupid idea. It's ill
black guys
conceived,
listening,
and it's not thought out well.
Please keep going out and taking all those chicks. that you're taking off the market because it just makes it a
'Cause
lot
we don't
easier.
want a fat Mexican broad.
just go for it, bro. Like, just get them off, get them out of the, so they're not, just keep them happy, so they're not flipping out, yelling about the 50-cent difference on their receipt at the fucking diner. Just get them splooshing and all that. It'll be good.
All right. We should probably stop because I'm just fucking dead.
Did we offend it? Did we
Oh,
do?
yes, we did. We did a good job. I think we did a very good job.
Did we kill it?
This was a great episode. Thank you very much.
You know the only thing dumber than a drunk Irishman?
What?
A really smart Swede.
Was that a Swedish joke?
Yeah.
Man, nobody listens. Even Swedish people don't even listen. Like, I think I have 1 or 2 listeners in Sweden. Like, nobody knows anyone who's Swedish.
Never trust a Swede. That's why you don't know anybody that's Swedish.
Who is?
It's ingrained into
Jesus,
your biology.
Why wasn't Jesus born in Mexico?
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Because even God couldn't find 3 wise men and a virgin. Because they're stupid and promiscuous. No, I'm just kidding.
Bro, that's harsh.
What's the difference between a Jew and a pizza?
We've already done this one.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Well,
I spoiled it.
I tried. I started off with a good one. What was the black smell? I'm
eating
so
coconut
happy.
lotion or what? Like,
No.
what the fuck is that, bro? Like, wow.
I'm so
Buy unscented.
grateful I get to do this fucking podcast. I'm so grateful I get to do this and hang out with my friends and talk dog shit. Go to patreon.com/conservatish to support racism.
Else.
And
we will find you.
And I also will use that towards music. Speaking of music, I am performing. So this comes out Thursday. So I'm performing Friday tomorrow. What is it? Anyway,
Friday's not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
The day after tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyway, this comes out Thursday. So Friday.
Oh,
Freewheel Brewery in Berkeley. I'm playing there. And what else? Yeah, that's the only gig I'll plug. You can come. It's in Berkeley, so you can really come and put me in my place for being a problematic half-white. And
Traitor
also
does not even begin to describe.
And also, you can email me your hate letters at conservativepodcast@gmail.com. And I love you all very much. And do you have anything else?
No, that's it. It was good.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too.
You're giving me the sweetest taboo. All right, me and Jake are going to go fuck.
Ooh.
Bye, everybody.